Welcome everyone. My name is Ryan and we are back with more vintage story today. We are here in our wilderness survival world. This is the 1.21 stable branch. So we are going to be getting back to the 1.22 like pre-releases and stuff probably next week. It just kind of depends on when they release content and new patches. But we've got a few folks in chat. Hello Fossil Dash. What's up, buddy? It's great to see you again. Let me see, do I have Twitch chat overlay on? I think so. Minnie Mongoose is in Twitch. Hello, Minnie. How are you doing? Still awake? Did you get your sleep schedule back? Let's see. Oh, it's nighttime out there. Let's not go outside just yet, but we do have lots to do indoors. So we left off, I think I did a video last for this world, and we were able to acquire a nice amount of copper. Yeah, I've kind of figured out a really great way to navigate using our papyrus map here. So this is from the Immersive Map mod. Let me take these off real quick. But yeah, this has been a really great help. And if anybody is curious, the mod list is down in the description of the YouTube VOD if you're watching me after the fact. But Minnie took a nap, but you're still sleepy. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can perk you up, or maybe we'll put you back to sleep. We'll see. But Dawn's here. What's up, Dawning Arc? Hello, hello. The night is dark and full of terrors. That's right. That's right. We're not going outside just yet, but we've got some pit kilns going. So over here, we're looking at 2 clay ingot molds, and we've got ourselves a falx blade. Yeah, I'm going to pour out a tin bronze falx. If we recall from the previous streams, we got super lucky and found some cassiterite ore in a ruin in a cracked vessel. So we actually have a tin bronze pickaxe, and so we're officially in the Bronze Age, but I'm going to be very careful with it. I'm going to use it mainly for pickaxes until we get to iron, but I am going to make a bronze falx just to help deal with some of the terrors that we're talking about. But hey, what's going on? Bjork Box Studios. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Thanks for following the channel, buddy. Appreciate that. And welcome to the stream. We're just getting started. I think this is like my 5th visit. I've got about 12 hours in this world here in survival, but we're doing pure wilderness survival, so we don't have a map. You know, we can't navigate the old-fashioned way, but we do have a couple of mods that are going to help us, so I'm excited to get back into this. So let's go ahead and put a few things away. Let's get back to that in the offhand. We're going to spend the night just working, unless something happens. My health is full, so I don't need to sleep. Bam, look at that. Immediate place that down. Let's grab our little mold. I don't have a saw blade yet. Obviously, my what's it called? Oh, my molds, my ingot molds are being fired right now, but we will eventually make a little holder for that. Bjork Box says, I just barely started cobbling my very first house together, so you sympathize. I understand, yeah, we're living in this disgusting dirt hovel, but, you know, it's home, so it's all good, though. We've got our panning situation over here. Sorry, it's probably a little bit dark. There we go. Yeah, so I can sit here in the evenings and pan if I really want to. Let me pick up these sticks. I don't think we need those sitting there. I've got a nice little stack of sticks. In the morning, we're going to get out there and maybe explore for some iron. But to be quite honest, I think I need to make a saw. But we're going to have signs. Of course, without a map, a proper map, it's going to be really difficult to do true prospecting in this world. But I do have a workaround for it. You know, we're going to use signs, essentially. So it's not a really, good idea to go out there and just start taking samples now, unless we just want to dig in. If we're just going to actively look for iron that day. But I prefer, in other words, to have these ingot molds done and then some boards so that we can make signs. So we're going to devote our time to that. Maybe in the morning we'll actually set up some more agriculture. I believe we did get some going, but there's probably more seeds outside. Check this out. If you guys missed the video that I did, I was able to get another temporal gear for us. So we have a very limited amount. Remember, it only works 3 times, I believe. You only get respawned back because of the temporal gear 3 times in wilderness survival, and we've already died once with our current respawn, so this is a good backup. Essentially, we've got 5 more with this one here, and this is all the copper we have too, 89. So we are probably definitely going to want to get some more copper under our belt, but iron is on the menu. I hope. We'll see about it. Like I said, we've got to put this anvil to use though. So we've got 13 hours, 13. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and get a couple more clay projects done so that when those pit kilns finish, we can just immediately set up 2 more. Because I think... Wait, do I not have any clay? Oh no. I have a little bit of blue clay. I swear that we got some. What did I do with that? No, we're pretty low on food too. Tomorrow maybe we should actually go out and do a little scavenging. Hey, what's up, Big Rod? Rod Clark's here, my friend. Hello, hello. Sprinting at Mach 7 through the Copper Age. Yep. Hell yeah. And welcome to the stream, Big Roderick. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. Let's see, I had an idea for a blast furnace that would work like a permanent bloomery with the new bellows. Oh, that's awesome. The large bellows have an attach point that would be perfect for mechanical input. That's pretty cool, Don. I like that idea. See, the best mods, in my opinion, my humble opinion, are the ones that fit in the best with the vanilla, at least for Vintage Story. If we're talking about other games, it's a different case. But yeah, this game has such a great feel to it. You know, I think that Tyron has done a wonderful job of essentially, you know, gatekeeping, not to use a negative word, but he keeps it very much in the feel that he wants. And I appreciate that. I think it's good. But what's going on? Hey there, Foodavis. Hello. Yep, like the stream, please, if you don't mind, if you're enjoying it. We're just getting started. Going to be going for several hours today, and I will be back here streaming again tomorrow in the same world. And don't worry, we are going to be doing more 1.22 content. In fact, they did have a patch. There's a new preview. So there's the second preview is out, but all they did was just tweak some stuff, correct some of the crashing issues. There, right there, I just linked the patch notes for anybody who's interested. So we're going to probably get back into it next week. But hey, Magdalia, thanks for subbing on the channel there, buddy. Appreciate that, my friend. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, too. You're so excited for the update. I am too, buddy. Well, I guess since we don't have any... Let's just do some panning. Screw it. I was going to go to sleep, but we can sit here and kind of talk and get caught up a little bit more on what everybody's been doing recently. And we'll just have some fun, do some panning. All right. It can never hurt. At this point, there's not too much that I need from panning, but like I said, it's always a good thing. I mean, a third temporal or a second temporal gear wouldn't be bad either. And as you can see, I've started to set up some fencing too. We're going to try and capture some animals. Definitely want to capture some of the new boars. And, oh, that's 1.22. What the hell am I talking about? Let's look at that. I'm already getting confused myself. But we definitely want to get some fencing around some goats or even some pigs would be great. Not the new ones, though. Don't get your hopes up, people. Although, you know what I did see? I was looking through the mods, and there is a mod for the stable branch 1.21, which adds the new boar textures to your world. So there's now a mod which adds the boar textures from 1.22 to your 1.21 world, and I love it. That's why the modding community is so great. Yeah, but it is actually a really nice texture upgrade. I was a little bit on the fence when they, in previous updates, upgraded like the wolves. I kind of prefer the older wolves, but I think these boars are perfect, you know. Right on spot there. But let's see, both of them would need mechanical device that converts rotational force from a piston. Okay, interesting. I like that, Don. Hype train started. What's up, Malik the Duck? Thanks for subbing to the channel, buddy. Appreciate that. You got us a hype train going, so let's do it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hello, hello. You just installed some good quality of life mods, and it's fantastic. Oh, yeah, buddy. There's some really nice ones. In fact, I've got a few quality of life installed on the current world. If anybody's interested, my mod list is down in the description of the YouTube video. But hey, Ty3461, I've been watching basically all the Vintage Story videos and caught you streaming. Yep, greetings from Germany. Good and talk, my friend. How are you? One question, how fast is the day moving in your world? Normal speed? Yeah, I think it is. We're not playing 1.22 yet. We're still in the 1.2 stable branch, but I would say time's moving at about normal speed for us here. If you're talking about day length. Yeah, that's what you mentioned, days. In terms of the months, I've got it set to 12 days per month in this world. But yeah, are you having issues with your speed, Ty? Does it feel like it's getting too fast or slow? All right, let's see. I think it's 5 a.m. now, so we can kind of finish up panning. It was a quick panning session, but listen, that you don't need a lot of panning. A little bit of panning goes a long way, in my opinion. Let's put this stuff away. All right, this is coming with... I thought I had more fencing than this. Geez, I tell you, the stone just doesn't make a whole lot, does it? Put that away. All right. Yeah, this isn't even going to be enough to, like, surround an animal, barely. And if it is, it won't go too high. So what the heck's the point? Tachyon420, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Bjorkbox says that you discovered you can equate a Vintage Story day to in real life if you set hours today to 720. Oh, okay. Meaning the new 12 is 360. I think I understand what you mean. That's interesting. That is interesting. Hold on, let me put this away. All right, we're going to drop that off, get rid of that. I really don't think I need to bring my prospecting pick with me, just because we're not going to do any prospecting yet. Oh, and I also don't need to carry these tongs with me. Can I place both of them, please? There we go. Look at that, beautiful. What a morning. It's all misty and foggy out here. We got some berry bushes. Let's get up on top of things. Just take a look. What's our... Okay, we got very low rift activity, so we should be good. But it's a foggy day, people. Malik the Duck is here. What's up, buddy? It seems you have a large German fan base. You know, under the U.S., and I've looked at my audience breakdown on YouTube statistics. It goes U.S., Canada. Then below that is the U.K., and number 4 is Germany. Below Germany is Poland, believe it or not. And beyond that, I don't know. YouTube doesn't give me any stats beyond like the first 5. But yeah, definitely a large German fan base. I've got a couple of Patreons from Germany too. We chat quite a bit. Consolus and Koenig. But a big shout out to all the German viewers out there. When I went to high school, we had the choice. They gave all students the choice. You had to take a foreign language, either Spanish or German. And I went with German, personally. But... yeah, absolutely. Let's see. With the advent of rivers, probably have to add beavers too. Oh, beaver mod would be awesome. Or just basically vanilla. That would be cool. That would be cool. All right, let's see. Let's get out there and get some food. Like I said, we're going to get some mushrooms, hopefully some grain, and let's plant these trees. Because as you can see, I'm kind of hungry, but I do have a bowl here, so let's eat. Hello, Eli Mintz, Music California. What's going on? Elements, Music California. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for dropping in. Over 20 viewers and less than 10 likes, Big Rod. That's right, my friend. Hit the like button, everybody. If you like the stream, that is. I don't want to force you to, but all right, let's get started for the day. So over here, we have a little bit of a trench, but I really need to expand this. This is kind of for catching animals, but it needs to be bigger. We'll do that later. Let's see. Some areas over here are marked because I found mushrooms, but it appears that this little mushroom patch has already been completely depleted. So let's remove this marker. Patrick Thompson, what's up, buddy? So what is involved in building a door? Oh, you mean we could do the crude door, but they break so easily that I typically just use what's it called? The hay bales until I get up to the proper doors. But we are kind of speeding through, trying to get that saw made. I'm just waiting on a couple of ingot molds currently to finish firing in our pit kilns, but I prefer, Fossil says, I personally would like this game to have dinosaur mod. There are, but they're outdated. Oh, a lot like fossils and archaeology. Oh, I see. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, there are dino mods. Of course, I've done a whole playthrough, but with the dinosaur mods, but they're unfortunately pretty outdated at this point, and I don't know if the author is active anymore. Extract partial DNA. That does sound cool. That very much reminds me of some of the mods that, one of the genetic mods from RimWorld, obviously a different game, but you can do it just out with dinosaurs. Maybe you can't actually, because there is a dino mod. Alright, either way, let's see. We've got a lot of chatters here today, everybody. If I miss your comments, I apologize. See, Vintage Story is very, very friendly to modding. So I've heard, done, yeah. You can drop a file of JSONs and directories laid right out. I've heard that before, and that's one of the reasons why I do love this game. I'm a big fan of mods, and of course, any developers that take that, you know, very like open approach to modding. I think it's just a smart business decision, in addition to like encouraging a really great community too. Your game is just going to have so much more lifespan, you know, and replayability if you encourage modding. It's a fact, you know, it's undeniable, and I think it's silly that these big developers are like against it for some reasons. Crazy. Saturn's here. What's up, Big Saturn? Welcome, my friend. We're going to dig up a little bit of extra dirt for ourselves here. I promise this has a point. All right, so yeah, I do like to keep a nice little stack of packed dirt. Let's put that back down. Okay, let me just see. I don't want to miss too many chats here. Eon Ogie, what's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. You remember the Dino Adventures? It was amusing. Oh my god, dude. We got to get those going again. Maybe one day, if we pray hard enough, we can get the Dino mod author to update. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I know that there was a patch for the Dino mods, but it wasn't perfect in the sense that there was like this really annoying glitch with the sound. I tried it, you know, after they had been patched a little bit by another author or another modder, and there was this like sound. One of the animal calls, one of the dinos' noises would just play again and again and again on a loop, like it was bugged out, even if there were no dinos near you. And it was super annoying. Like, I had to eventually turn down the music, or the sound, I should say, not the music. But, oh, we got a portal over here. Look at this. Go figure, current Rift activity. If there has to be one portal in the whole damn world, of course it's going to be just outside our base, obviously. I mean, that's goes without saying, right? All right, let's get these mushrooms. We're going to have a delicious mushroom stew for dinner tonight. And then, hopefully, we'll start to get some agriculture going, but yeah, it's probably worth it to just pick up all these mushrooms while we wait for our pit kilns. But yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. Don't forget to sub to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and like the stream. Rifts always spawn right on top, I know, even in low rep activity. Makes sense, though. It makes sense, you know. They're not going to spawn like halfway across the world. Those chunks aren't even loaded. But, alright, I think that's it. I just like to complain. You know how it is. It's a fact of life. If portals are a fact of life, then me complaining is also going to be a fact. Get used to it. Alright. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Just getting started today. My shovel's about to break. My knife and axe are on their last little bit of durability. Now, we've got foxes all around us, but we're going to let those little guys just live. Yeah. In a recent world, actually it was this world, I think it was just a previous run, I got killed by a fox, and it was horribly, horribly embarrassing. But we're also going to start grabbing as much flint as we can for the purposes of making some fire clay. Oh, that reminds me, let's go get some clay. Come here, bush. We'll fill up our remaining inventory with a bit of fire clay. And I think, I don't remember exactly where we marked it. I think it's a one of these pylons, or one of these big landmarks. One of these big, ugly landmarks over here. Hello, the guy from Saturn. Foxes are my bane. Yet you always encourage me to go on bear hunts. Isn't that interesting? Saturn is a mischievous fellow. If Saturn was represented by a Greek god, it would be the god Pan. Mischievous little goat man. No, I'm just kidding. I identify with rams because that's my birth sign, you know. Who doesn't believe in the sign of the zodiac? All right, let me just put some stuff away here real quick. Oh, there's my clay. All right, clay trip has been canceled. I just located the clay, people. We're good to go. In that case, let's get some more medium fertility and get these seeds in the ground. It's just a crying shame that I haven't done it yet. I'm carrying around this hammer pointlessly. I think we should get a little mushroom stew going, though, so. All right, people. How's everybody doing? Appreciate Japan would be fitting. I didn't even think about that when I just said that, but yeah, it would be fitting in more ways than one, huh? The god of pans, our buddy, the man from Saturn. All right, in you go. Torch you up. Get you doing it. Oh, thanks for coming by, everybody. I was hoping we would have a few people show up. I was worried nobody would come in because I'm not doing 1.22. But we got a few folks with us today, so that's fun. All right, let's get this grass put away. What are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to work on the garden. That's right. Put that on the ground. I need to get more stones. Oh, look at this. I made myself a little tool rack. I didn't even remember that. All right. You wish there was a dinosaur god. You can change it. I think you should be able to pick whatever the birth sign you want, you know. Like, I just lucked out, and I just happened to identify with the ram. But what if I didn't? What if I identified with, like, a unicorn or something? Maybe I want a more exotic zodiac sign. I'm trying to make some fences here, people. All right, what is everybody talking about? You're here for some background noise while you work? Right on, Crow. I'll make some crow noises occasionally just to keep you guys entertained. Caw. Let's see, you missed it earlier, Ryan. I got a stove prototype up and running. It doesn't have animation, but it works as a fire pit I can tinker with. That's brilliant. Good job, Dawn. I'm sorry I missed it, but I know Dawn's always hard at work making the game just a better experience for everybody, and I can appreciate that. All right, let's lay down a few extra tools real quick. Let's get a replacement here for our little stone nonsense. Oh, I just made the wrong thing. I wanted a knife. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, if I miss your chat here. Let me try and read more. The chat was very busy to start. Yeah, we got a busy chat. That's good, though. Appreciate everybody coming by. And if you do have something specific you want me to see for sure, just do the @hardware_despair in chat. It'll like light it up for me. I'll see that a little bit better. But always great to hang out with you guys. And of course, as always, my schedule is pinned in chat. So check that out if you want to know what I'll be streaming the rest of the week. And I should have it updated pretty soon for next week. I think we're going to be adding a new game to the rotation. I'm going to be playing some Project Zomboid live, and I don't know how that's going to go. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I'm not very good at the game, but I'm counting on chat to help me out quite a bit. So let's see here. Project Zomboid, you know it, buddy. You know it. It's been a much requested game, no doubt about it. Lots of people have asked me, you know, because I play Cataclysm, which is like a 2D version of it, you know. Oh, yeah, I will be dying quite a bit. I did record a video, but it's a Patreon exclusive. But it was just like 20 minutes of me basically dying over and over and over again. But yeah, if anybody would like to see it, it's actually free on my Patreon, so you don't have to sign up. You can just check it out. So there's my Patreon link too if you do want to see it. Like I said, it's just 20 minutes of me dying, but we are going to be doing some streams for it, like I said, next week. So hope you guys all join me. Let's see. Let's get my bowl. And actually, let me pour this out. Oh, pretty soon we're not going to be able to handle hot bowls and crock pots anymore. This is going to be a big no-no in the near future. Let's put this away so I have more inventory. All right, let's get back out there. Let's see. We're going to I need medium fertility. And guess what? That's what this is. Let's dig, people. Time to dig up some soil and do some agriculture. 20 minutes of death. That's basically what it is. Me goofing around. But oh, and also my good friend Andy showed me. He was streaming it on my Discord the other day, kind of giving me some pointers, and that was really helpful. Mini Mongoose was there watching too. It was fun. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great time. Hey there. Let's see, Wooten Fei. I'm probably mispronouncing your name. Good morning, Zomboid. Solid game. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear we got people who appreciate it. Yep, AA for Andy's lessons. We were playing some Terraria this morning. Me, Andy, and Mongoose having some fun on the multiplayer server. But let's see. I spent all morning debugging and disabling things to make a stove function. So right now I'm combining the code, putting to-dos everywhere. Good luck, my friend Don. Good luck. All right, let's eat. Let's remove. Hey, Bjork Box. Thank you. Let's see. If you like Project Zomboid, there's a game that's recently entered EA called Scav Prototype. Is that, I assume, is that on Steam? Let me pop open a new browser and I'll type that in. I'll check a look at it. There it is, Scav. Type in Scav and it pops right up, buddy. Oh, looks like it's on itch.io. No. Is that different? Well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out after the stream. I've got it in a browser window here, so I'll take a look at it. Thanks, Bjork. I always love to get recommendations from viewers and stuff. I mean, it's literally how I discovered this game. Vintage Story was a recommendation from a commenter. And, of course, Cataclysm. I had heard about Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, but I'd never played it until I started streaming and doing content. And people were like, oh, you got to try this roguelike. So I'm really appreciative for the suggestions. Keep them coming. Let's see. Of course, you know, time is limited, so I can't always play them all. But, oh, there we go. All right, so my agriculture here isn't very pretty. We're just getting it slapped down, you know, as good as we can. All right, let's put a couple more over here. This is a wilderness survival world. It's basically just, we're just having fun, keeping our skills sharp here in the world of Vintage Story until the big top server restart, which is what I'm really looking forward to this month. It's going to be probably a couple months worth of fun and building. Really excited about it. I need to start sketching out some like ideas for builds that I want to do, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jiwoo, I missed you there. Yeah, we're on 1.21 stable. We are going to get back into the 1.22 content probably next week, just depending on, you know, the updates and stuff. I can tell you this with certainty. If we get a new release, a new unstable release, and it includes either the rivers or the procedural dungeons, which were both mentioned in the 1.22 patch notes, we're definitely going to be streaming. We're definitely going to be streaming that, because I'm real curious about the rivers, and of course the procedural dungeons sound amazing to me. I don't want to get my expectations too high though, you know, because for one thing it'll be released into unstable versions, so we don't know what we'll be getting, but I'm really pumped. Just the words procedural dungeon for the roguelike player in me, that's an exciting prospect for sure. All right. Let's put that away. I think I might grab some more cattails, or actually what I need to get is some horsetails so we can start making more bandages. Drooling for the rivers. I like that. Well put, buddy. Hey, ZW, how you doing? I enjoy your Vintage Story shorts. How long ago was the flax weaving stream? That was just a couple streams ago. It wasn't too long ago. I actually do have the Immersive Fibercraft installed in this world. We haven't done too much of it, but we could probably make a drop spindle right now. Let's see. And we can do a little bit of the immersive fiber crafting. It's a cool mod. I really like it because, again, this is a mod that to me feels very vanilla-esque. Okay, I can't find it. Let me just look it up. But thanks for coming by. Appreciate you dropping by. No pun intended. But yeah, I do love making shorts. Those shorts, and it really helps the channel too. It's great visibility, but it's a lot of fun too. It sharpens the editing skills, But all right, let's see here. So the drop spindle is actually best done in third person, especially when we're streaming here so we can see what's going on. But first, let me ditch these stupid flowers. All right, get out of here, flowers. We're not here for you. Oh, happy Valentine's Day, early Valentine's Day, everybody, too. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so we'll have a little Valentine's Day stream, but it just crept up on me. Oh, but you guys are all my Valentines today. So, all right, let's see here. So this works. A simple handheld tool for spinning fibers and thread. Hold fibers in your offhand and right-click to spin. So we put those in the offhand. We'll go into third person. Oh, my God. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Hey, what's up, handsome? I like your jewelry, buddy. Let's get in there. Let's get in tight. Now, we can't see the drop spindle as well. All right, right-click. Look at it. Look at it. It's not a yo-yo, people. It's a drop spindle. And look, notice the fibers are counting down over here. Shift right click. Oh, okay, it's full. So now I have to wait, how do I do it? It says shift right click. I don't know. Hold on. I have a better idea. I think we might need, oh, it says sneak right click. Sneak right click. I see that, but it's not working. Holding shift and control now. Huh. Wait, where'd it go? Let's go back into, maybe it's the third person that's doing it? Yeah, it was actually being in third person that did that. That was weird. You know, it's a new mod. I think it's working, though. Hold spindle. Oh, now I have to hold it in my offhand. Okay, okay. So it's a bit of a process here, but it is actually accomplished a little bit better in first person. Then you take it off. And why am I not getting it? Okay. It actually should give us like more output too. Okay, now it says sneak, so we take it off. I don't know. I'm probably doing something wrong with it here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it just popped out a second one. So it's a little bit finicky, like the way you've got to have your stuff in your offhand, then take it out, then make sure, I think your inventory needs to be closed too. Okay, so we just added 2, 4, and now it's full, so we take that off, close that, hold control, and boom, we just got another one. There we go. So that seems to be working. Excuse me. Magical Gungeon contender named Wish Me Well. You saw on stream. Oh, that's an interesting one. I've not heard of that one either. That's okay. I caught it. I caught you there, buddy. But hey, Gears, how's it going, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Victor's here. What's up, Victor? All right, so let's put this away. It's a bit of a distraction right now. And the good thing is we can actually still just use the crafting grid, or I thought we could. Maybe not. I think you can with these. Once you get this. You know what? I got a better idea. Hold on. We're going to do a bit more of this. Okay, let's hold those in the offhand. Okay, we're drop spinning like crazy here, people. We're going to make another bag. I actually have enough fiber here. It's like, oh, that actually worked without taking the fibers out of my offhand. Okay, now it's just producing it. Oh, I'm starving. Getting all caught up in crafting here. Man, oh man. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for coming by. We're doing some 1.21 stable, playing the wilderness survival world, but we are going to be getting into that 1.22 content again, probably next week. We'll see about what kind of stuff they come up with. All right, let's see. There we go. We got 4. So that should turn into that. And now I just need, you know what? We've got a bit more. Let's just go ahead and do it all. But we're definitely going to be able to make another bag here. You want to knit a sweater? I bet you there will be some knitting added. Some actual, like, We have to do it like this out of the crafting grid, hopefully. Okay, so I think we're done because I've got an odd number now. God, I need more space. Let's just put it in here. All right, so that goes away. It's got durability on it too. Now we should be able to make another bag. Beautiful. All right, let's empty some stuff out here so I can actually transfer these bags. This is good though. This is what we call progress, albeit very slow and plodding, like a toddler making progress in their first spelling contest. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Horsetail poultice, get out of there. Is that all you got? Okay, 3 slots. Good, 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 good. And boom, look at that. Oh, it's nice to have the extra inventory, folks. Let's get back to work now. Yep, enough slacking off. This is single player, my friend. We're just doing a little single player wilderness survival run, but I am very much looking forward to the Tops multiplayer reset. The Top server is run by the official, or by the developers of Vintage Story, and yeah, it's going to be something that I'm diving into head first. It's going to be a lot of fun once they do that. Should be reset sometime this month, but that might get delayed too. It's hard to say. Let's see. Okay, what do I got here? Just trying to get all this stuff in the ground. Very good. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit of space to spare. All right, that's all the seeds we've got. We're waiting on our pit kilns, but let's check on them. I feel like they should be done. Yes, good. Okay, they're done. So we are immediately going to start pouring out some more copper. Let's place these. Okay, I need to grab the copper and maybe a little bit more charcoal. Just to oh, the charcoal's on the ground. Where's my copper? And actually, let me grab the cassiterite ore too, because we're going to make a bronze falx. But grab some of that coal. In you go. All right, let's start with. We'll start with the ingots, because while those are cooling, we'll start to pour out the falx blade, the alloy for the falx. Rabbits can enjoy them crops. You know, they've put one of the patch notes in 1.22 was that they discovered a bug which prevents critters from eating crops. Yeah, so that bug in one point, they made it so they don't eat crops. That's right. So technically, that's not the case. And there's the patch notes, by the way, too, for 1.22, if anybody wants to read those. But, yeah, technically our crops are safe, but you should be right, although there's currently a bug in the game, which prevents animals from eating crops like that. But, yeah, it's something that they're fixing in the new update. Also, I don't mind sacrificing a little bit of food to the rabbits. You know, listen, that's just what you do when you live in harmony with the natural world. I'm not here to exploit. I'm here to harmonize. But let's just see. I'm gonna grab some dirt while we wait for that alloy or that bronze to heat up. Hey, Bill Beto's here. What's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. That's bug exploitation. Try not to. Don't report me, please. Don't report me to Tyron. Woo. Let's see. Like, it's better to have large fields with 10% eaten than half as big with nothing eaten. That's true, too. That's true, too. All right, how we looking? We're getting heated, people. I'm heated. Oh, we're back in the stable world, and it's good. I don't have to worry about crashes and stuff. I love exploring the new update, and I can't wait for the full release, but it's good to be back here in a world where the only real threats are in-game and not the bugs, which might hinder our progress. But there's definitely some new cool features coming to 1.22. That's undeniable. All right, I don't have my thing. X. All right, we're going to pour out. What? Oh, I didn't hit the button. There we go. Into the ingot you go. Rabbit pits. I've got one dug, but it's pretty poor. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. If we're waiting on something, if we have to wait, we'll expand our I called it a dragon pit. Our rabbit pit, I should say. Alright. It's dark in here. It's dark and spooky. Let's see, can we get away with 19 and 1? I think it's 18 and 2, but let's just try 19 and 1. No. I think it's 18 and 2. Bing. 100 units, 10 bronze. Let's go. Fire should still be lit. So that's going to be our beautiful Falk's blade. This is going to be a saw and I think possibly a chisel. I know that sounds crazy, but there's a recipe. I can't remember. It was one of the mods we have called for a chisel, I think, and I can't remember it. We'll just wait. We'll have an extra ingot for now, but to be honest, I'll probably just pour out 2 more copper ingots immediately, you know, as soon as those cool down. Alright, what are we making? What are we doing here? Let's knock out an axe mold, and let's knock out... what the hell's there's the shovel. Alright. What time is it? It's 800... 2000 I should say. Let's go in and seal ourselves in. People don't like my hay bale doors, but listen, they work. They work real good. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, how's everybody doing today? It's great to be with you. God damn, I let one of my torches burn out like a heathen. Like I was born in a barn. Let's go. Slapping it down. A little pottery. Putting around with the pottery. It should have been the name of the stream. Putting around with pottery. Bilbetto. I always use the hay bale doors until they can make the real thing. That's exactly what I do. I was saying that same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth, Bilbetto. Did you travel from the future just to come back and say that? Oh, the salty Canadian. I hate crude doors so much. I know the mechanic where they break. Like, just, what if I'm being chased by a bear? Or a wolf, I guess, because the bear wouldn't be able to get inside. But what if I'm being chased by a rabid fox that wants to get me? And the crude door breaks at the last possible second. Because I know it would. That's just my luck. You know, you hear about streamer luck? I have the opposite of streamer luck, whatever that is. Streamer bad luck. It's not even a real thing. I just made it up. Okay, we got 2 molds. Finito. That was quick. Boom. It's almost like I've done that before. Now, how you doing? Oh, we're ready. We're ready. We're burning charcoal here, so let's put that away. Bing. Bronze Falk's blade, people. That's progress right there. You're looking at real-time progress happening. All right, let's put all this crap away. Considerate, you go back. Very valuable. We found that stuff. We got super lucky and found that considerate in a broken vessel in the ruins. The ruins near the base. Streamer misfortune. What's up, Big Kenny? Old Frick Pinkerton's here. Let's see. Oh, you use the gate and the hay bale technique? Yeah, that's something I think you were telling me about. Dawn, you were recommending I use the gate, but I have failed to make a gate also, in addition to failing at everything else. All right, hold on. We're not done. Let's put this away. Got to get my head in the game here. I'm all over the place. Turning in circles. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, boom. We got that. We got this. I'm going to keep 20... No. Oh, I don't have enough. I want to keep 40, but I don't have 40. I only have 20. It's worth. All right. We'll do another ingot. I need more space. Look at this. I've got a bunch of sapphirite, or saphirite, however the hell that's pronounced. You love thunder, but hate lightning? Tell the storm to go away. It is storming outside. Bowtorn arrows and drifter stones are the only things that can pass through the top of the gate. Oh, that's good to know. If you were from the future, you brought the lotto numbers. Oh, too bad, Bill Beto. Listen, I think you're better off not winning the lottery. I mean, as fun as that sounds, I think most people who win the lottery end up having it ruin their lives. Maybe not most people. I don't really know, but it just seems like I used to dream about winning the lottery, but If I had that much money, I would probably give most of it away. I would just buy like a little piece of land and just live. All right, so where's my peat? Didn't I have peat? Oh, I think it's outside. Or did I not? Sorry, it's super dark out here, guys. Oh, I don't have peat. I just have wood. What am I, stupid? Why don't I have peat? It's all over the place. It's literally just like compacted dirt, and I don't have any. All right, that's going. We're good. Everything's happening. Let's switch this up. Well, we'll just have to use some logs. It's not ideal, is it? That's going to take extra time, but maybe we'll do a little peat adventure tomorrow. Material for more baskets. I do. You're right. You're right. At this point, I'm trying to resist making more baskets, but I should. I also have this empty vessel, mainly empty. I'm going to start just putting overflow into that. But let's see. Okay. If your frame rate suddenly starts to tank, I wouldn't worry too much. It's probably a forest fire. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Game unironically feels so cozy to be inside during thunderstorms. I can't communicate how immersive just walking around feels. I agree. I agree. What are you talking about? Fire from lightning? Yeah, I think it is on by default. I can't remember, but it might be. All right, we've got hardened copper here, people. Oh, you know what we don't have? Oh, holy cruddo. I think I've been turning all my stone into fences. Oh, crap. How do we make a forge, people? I don't even know. Okay. Oh, no, I'm 2, 4, 6, 3 short. I'm 3 short. Well, I do have a pickaxe. I could easily get some more stone. Yeah, let's go digging, people. Let's dig right here, in fact. You know what? We're going to explore underneath our own feet. Victor, how do you choose the mods for this series? Considering immersion, you just... what you like? How do you choose the mod? Victor, I just chose these mods because they're basically mods that I personally have never played very much. So like, and they're relatively new. So they're new to the game, new to the database, or they're new to me, essentially, is kind of how I chose them. Now, there are some quality of life mods, which I've got. Those are actually the mods which are allowed on the public server. Let's see. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't waste my charcoal. It's very precious right now. So that kind of breaks down a little bit of how I chose those. All right. There we go. All right, so that's good. Yeah, let's get a bit more stone. I just hope it's granite. I don't know if this is very smart. We do have, what's it called? Can I get in there, please? We have cave-ins enabled and soil instability, so... well, that's not really helping me. There we go. And let's put this. If I place these ladders, though, doesn't it kind of negate the soil instability? Or am I completely crazy? Did they fix alpha ladders? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what an alpha ladder is. They added ladders, yeah, but we're in 1.21. This is still the stable. We're not playing 1.22 currently, but we're going to get back into it next week. But they did add a bunch of ladders. I'm not sure what an alpha ladder is, though. Let's see. All right, so we're getting andesite from this. Can we mix and match our cobblestone? Or is that like a no-no? Let's see. Yeah, we're starting our mining underground. And I might as well just dig in here, because now we can think about maybe like a future cellar in this location. But I'm not going to go crazy, because we do have cave-ins enabled. Yeah, we got some instability here. Really just going for these rocks, stones, whatever. Okay, that's enough if we can mix and match. Let's find out. Nope, cannot. So that's a shame. No. All right, we'll just keep digging. Not to worry, folks. Hey, Captain Disconnect, how's it going, buddy? Oh, that's why you call them alpha ladders. I see, I see. I do have instability. Yeah, I have soil instability and cave-ins turned on. This is essentially just a default wilderness survival world. I tweaked a couple of things like the length of the months, but as for like the challenging portions, such as lacking a map, yeah, I didn't do any fiddling with that, but quartz. So yeah, we do have to worry about that. But if we're just doing a one wide tunnel, then I don't have to worry about instability at all. If I start to expand it for a cellar or something, then we're going to have to get some beams or something going. But yeah, for right now, this is safe. But I like this instability. It's a challenge, but it's fun. All right, there we go. Let's just do 2. That'll get it out of my inventory. Let's go back above, people. Up. Our first mining expedition was a success, but it's over. Forget it. Forget all about it. We'll leave it there, though. So, let's see. Put that right there. And let's move that to there, that to there. I'm out of food again, aren't I? No, I got a little bit left. This mushroom stew does not keep it does not keep you full for very long, I'll tell you that much. Welcome everybody, thanks for coming by the stream. Don't forget to like on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Alright, is this cold now? Beautiful. Oh, we got our first weapon. Our first truly offensive weapon. And it's a bronze, beautiful bronze boy. Welcome to the world, my little boy. Alright, let's throw some of this crap away. Too much crap. Keep those. Yeah, let's heat this stuff up and get to work, people. We got to make a saw. I probably didn't need 2 of those, did I? Damn it. That was a bit of wasted charcoal there, but I know. Ladders do apparently block the cave-ins, because I think this would have caved in. I feel like that soil would have probably tumbled in on itself without the ladders there. I'm not sure, and I'm not really willing to test it because I don't want to bother with it, but we'll see. Maybe in future. Alright, copper's still soft. The mushrooms, I think, actually count as vegetables. I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't have any protein because we haven't eaten meat in a very long time, but my veggies are topped off. In real life, I've thought that before, I feel like mushrooms should be a protein because they kind of are, in real life. They're more of a substitute for meat than vegetables. I don't know. I'm not an expert on nutrition, but that is something I've thought about too before. All right, let's get some porridge made. Let's see. 4. That's about the best we can do. Do we have wood? All right, we got like 16 fires going in here. Just got to make sure none of them spread to our little door. Flammable. Ladder blocks do block cave-ins. They'll protect you from cave-in if it happens. It's the blocks fall that can't occupy. Yeah, that's actually something I remember now. You're right, because I was told that I can dig straight up if I just use ladders. Maybe that was you who told me, Don. Does the food count towards multiple nutrition types, not including meals? Wait, what do you mean? Does any food? That is a really great question, Salty Canadian, and I think the answer is no, not including meals. No, I don't think so. I think every single one, although mushrooms would be a candidate, I think, to count for both veggies and protein. That would be a smart tweak, for them to make, I think, to be like, all right, mushrooms count for a little bit of protein and a little bit of veg, but As for currently in the game, I don't believe so. Mushrooms are a protein, also good for iron. There you go. Yeah. Now, in terms of meals, without modding, the best meal is a pie in the sense that you can get all the nutrients into a pie as long as you have, oh shit, as long as you have cheese and stuff, you know, as long as you have all the ingredients, you can do one layer of meat, one layer of veg, one layer of fruit, and one layer of cheese. And then, of course, you get the grain from the pie crust. That's why pies are badass. Everybody should eat them. Fish and spinach is good too, but honestly, you may want supplements if you're anemic. Let's see. Is my stuff hot? Yeah, okay. What are we doing? Let's get to work, people. All right. Blacksmithing time. Where's the hammer or the saw? Bing. Okay, it's time. I like to go to the left. Everybody go to the left, to the left. Fossil. Let's see, wait. I have a chicken curry pie in the air fryer right now. Bjork, that sounds great. I've got some pork chops and a baked potato, and I'll probably have some Brussels sprouts too. That's my meal planned after the stream. But I gotta take a break like an hour before I finish the stream and put the potato in the oven because it takes forever to bake them. I don't actually own a microwave. Pot pies are good. I love pot pies. I need to get a good recipe and practice a recipe for making my own pot pies. I think that would be a fun. I love Brussels sprouts too. I'm a big fan of veggies, but it's got to be one thing I've learned about myself is I have to take it in small portions. It's easy for me to outjudge my appetite for vegetables because I do love them, but in very small portions. Like if I pour out 10 Brussels sprouts, I'll probably only eat 6 of them, you know? So I try and keep it pretty small, but you know, they're there. They're present. All right, what are we making? I'm actually tempted to make a scythe, not even joking. Nails and strips wouldn't be a bad idea either. We do have one more ingot, don't forget. We do have one more current ingot. Screw it. Let's make some nails and strips. And then we'll make a scythe, I think. Oh, do I have to use another ingot for this? I bet you I can make this. I think we can do this, people, for real good. I don't know. I might be wrong, though. There might be enough bits here to get this. Anybody ever failed to make nails and strips with one ingot? Is this possible? Is this a futile attempt? I do have one more. I'll just have to heat them both up again if I fail here. Let's see. Roasted Brussels are real good. Yeah. Putting them in the oven. Oh, damn it. With a little bit of olive oil. Absolutely delicious. I typically steam my veggies because it's just quicker and easier for me. And like I said, my oven's already being dominated by potatoes right now, but, well, not now, but in the future. Copper scales, what did I, oh, god damn it, Dawn. Okay, nobody ever, wait, oh, crap. I screwed up. Where's my ingot? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's cold. If I actually turn this into a chisel now, then I can reclaim this mistake, right? Or do I need to go throw it in the lake and act like it never happened? Because I am totally up for that. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. You will get the bits back. Okay. God damn it. Oh, yeah, good call. Good catch, Yanogi and Dawn, and anybody else who pointed it out. I'm stupid. I was just chatting, not paying attention. That's my excuse. Plus, I'm also severely mentally limited. All right, so let's see. Chisel and get the bits back. Love it, because I am going to go, if I can't, I'm going to go throw it in the lake to dispose of the evidence of my own humiliation. Let's see, it's 5:15 in the morning. What's it like? Very low rift activity. That means there's going to be 100 portals outside. It's just a fact of life, people. Whoop. Let's get some wood. Ho-ho. I got one stack of oak here, people. Oh, I can't believe it. Nails and strips, you betrayed me. Look at that. Bam, we've done it. We have achieved progression. Let's go. So, one thing I do want to make is some signs right off the bat. Bing, we've got 3 signs now. We're going to need a little charcoal with us so we can write on them there signs. Alright, that's a beautiful thing. Seeing those boards right there, it's very, very nice to see. Alright, let's not accidentally choose something wrong this time. Dear Lord. What is going on? Hube, what's up, Hube? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for dropping in the stream today, my friend. It's great to talk to you. Hello, Lucky Luke. Welcome. Chisel a tiny statue to the streamer gods. I like that idea, Mini Mongoose. It's brilliant. Alright, I gotta pay attention here. I'll take a voxel out incorrectly. Eat the portals. You know, I used to think, and I still do, that there needs to be like an early game way to get rid of portals. Now, hear me out. It's just, I'm just spitballing, but maybe if you get like a stack of dirt, like a full 64 dirt, you can like plug a portal, you know, or just something like an early game that would cause the player to do a little bit of work. You know, it's not going to be like the easiest thing in the world where you just like walk up and like punch it closed or something, but you've got to have like the ability to get rid of them. Yay! I got a full 20 back that time, guys. Good call. Humiliation thwarted. Do we go ahead and light it up and pour it out? It's daytime, but yeah, let's get this done. We're gonna let this heat up and pour it out, and then shoot, we can go out there and take a few samples. Where's my pro pick? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, we can get out there and do stuff today, people. Let's put that away. Put that away. Pro pick time. We're looking for iron, everybody. We've already gone into the Bronze Age, so we're already well past it. Not really, but I do have a bronze pickaxe with the ability to make more, so we're good to go. Plug a portal with dirt. That's exactly right. Use Toolsmith for too long, immediately had a visceral reaction to not sharpening that saw when you were done. Hey, maybe in the new update we'll be able to sharpen it. Feed it 2 rusty gears. I like that. And it temporarily stops spawns for a week. I like that, Eonogi. That's better than just dirt plugs. Yeah. The dirt idea, like I said, was just kind of me spitballing, but gears would be more in line with the way the game is. Yeah, that's smart. And they're not too hard to find. Like, you can literally find rusty gears just like sitting on the ground in caves and stuff. Would be funny to plug a whole mine up here in the portal after the stream. I wouldn't begrudge it. I'd be like, hey, they were inspired. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, we're done. Where's my I put the charcoal in the crucible. Alright, so we're good. This is getting poured right here. And we don't have to worry about it. We'll come back for that later tonight. Let's put that away. Let's grab a couple of extra bits of charcoal. We need charcoal to write on these things. I'm carrying these stupid... Yeah, I'm carrying this around here like I'm going to actually capture an animal. Let's do that. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Moving, people. I got a little bit of food on me. My inventory is very full, but we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. Alright, so where do we go first? We haven't seen too much in the way of, like, caves, have we? Just natural caves? Yeah, look at this. Oh, we got the true color on. Okay, so we've got our map set to home. Now, if you guys missed my previous video where I recorded about an hour's worth of video in this world, I did go north and south, leaving myself markers as I went. So it's basically, as long as I have this map and I don't go too far, it's impossible for... Whoa, shit, here's a hole. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, it is impossible for me to get lost now with this map, so I've definitely figured out a good way. And look at this, I found a hole in the ground, right behind the base. I've known it was here the whole time. Free berries, let's go. All right, let's take our first... Whoa, hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, it's good to get into some combat again. My last run was all pacifist. Let me tell you what, that's annoying. Was this a dead end? Hello? Oh, that was spooky. These guys hit less than a fox does. You're weaker than a fox. Out of the way, dead Bowtorn. Your body is blocking me. Alright, now my health is kind of low. Come on, give me something. They should drop bandages. I don't care about your stupid arrows. Alright, so let's heal it up a little bit. We'll take a pro pick sample down here. Look at this stone. Yeah, I gotta remember, take the samples from the ground, not the ceiling. Wait, what are we on? Oh, crap. I only have the long range set. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn on short range with the world command. You know, that's one particular difficulty setting in wilderness survival that I don't really hold with, is having the short range pro pick turned off. So we are going to turn that back on, but in order for it to work, I'll have to have a full world restart. But it might not come into... It might not be necessary just yet. We'll see. We'll play that by ear, but... Okay. So, did you guys see that? While I was talking, we got readings of Saphirite, Native Copper, very poor, Bismuth, and Cinnabar. I honestly don't even think that really warrants us placing one of our things, so I'm just gonna... We'll just put a dirt pole to indicate that this place is full of dirt and not much else. But we can still take some more samples. Temporal Lantern. I like that. There is kind of a thing like that in the game, actually, Rod. I can't remember what it's called, but it's definitely like a late game build, you know. Hey, hello there, TY. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for dropping by. Hello, everybody. All right, let's put our torch away. And we're going to stop and collect any foods that we see. But let's head over towards the mountainside. Maybe there's some good exposed rock or something. Is that rock or sand? I also see some mushrooms over here. We got a deer. Maybe a couple of tin bronze spears wouldn't be... Okay, that's a piglet. Damn it, I should have brought my fences. Ah, shucks. Hey, almost 50 viewers. That is awesome, Fossil. Thanks for pointing that out, buddy. And welcome everybody to the stream, too. It's glad to be with you. Let's see. Share the stream, hit 50 likes. That's right. That's right. Appreciate everybody coming by. We're in the 1.21 stable branch, but we are going to be getting back into 1.22 next week, almost certainly. I'm, waiting for some more content to be released, essentially. I think I'm also going to try and slap together a water wheel, because they did fix some of the crashing with the water wheel, at least in the most recent pre-patch that they've got out. It's the second one that they've released, but... 53, hey, there you go. It worked, beautiful. Hey, Brian Maiden, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate everybody coming by today. Let's see. All right, so is this stone or soil? Did we figure that out? Oh, that's sand. Let's do what Dawn always recommends, and let's go to the top and dig down. Instead of trying to dig into the side of this hill, we're going to dig down. But to be honest, I didn't bring any ladders, so I have to do this kind of dangerously. Is this a new one or part of the update? This is, hey, Cutie Bun Bunny, how you doing? This is our previously played Wilderness Survival World. So it's not the 1.22. Huh, I thought I already made a shovel. But I have done a couple of streams in a 1.22 world, and then of course I did some videos, put those out on the new update. But we're going to be getting into 1.22 again probably next week. Yeah, just depending. And as I mentioned earlier in the stream, if they release, like, I don't have any freaking sticks. If they release like a new patch and it's got rivers or the procedural dungeons, which they're talking about introducing, then we're definitely going to be getting on and streaming in 1.22 for sure, because I'm very excited for those two in particular. There's a lot of stuff I'm excited about, but glad to hear you're doing all right, my friend. I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. I've basically gone to full-time content creation now, giving it a shot, see how things go, but I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out with me. Yeah, the stupid landslide. Let's see, how much room do I have? Let's go ahead and chop this tree down for just a little bit of extra wood, but we are going to get back to our sampling here. I just need a few extra sticks. Have I been able to use the Immersive Fibercraft yet? I don't know if you should add it or not. I understand. Yeah, we used it a little earlier. We did use the drop spindle. I had a little bit of trouble figuring it out, but I think ultimately it was just user error. I was just confusing myself. But ultimately, I like the mod. I haven't given it a full test yet. You know, we haven't tried the loom. Basically, all I've used is the drop spindle for now, but I like it. It definitely makes like weaving more difficult. You know, you can't just slap the stuff into the grid, obviously, you know that, but so it's a bit more challenging, but I kind of like it. I think it feels very vintage story-ish, you know, like they could introduce the loom and the drop spindle into the vanilla game and I'd be like, yeah, that makes total sense, you know. So I like it, but again, you know, not for everybody. Wish we could, yeah, plant and farm mushrooms. I do too. Mushroom farms, that's something I hear people talk about a lot during live streams, how they wish they could do mushroom cultivation. And I think it's actually planned. I'm pretty sure that if you look at the roadmap, yeah, on the studio, on the Vintage Stories roadmap, it mushroom whatever agriculture is planned, I think. All right, I've got a total of 8 freaking sticks. We have to take our quick break, people, and get some more sticks here. Also take those vines. Hey, Cursed Wisp, the loom and the spinning wheel are fairly automated. You just sit on the seat and activate them. Well, that's good to know, West. Yeah, the drop spindle was a little bit more hands-on, and it kind of confused me. But like I said, that was more just user error for sure. But Wisp is one of the pillars of my community, and she was our tailor when we had our multiplayer server going on. So she definitely knows what she's talking about when it comes to the to the fibercraft. Shiitake cultivation on fallen logs or stacked firewood lumber would be peak. It would be. Yeah, I've watched some documentaries about like Japanese shiitake farms in real life and stuff, and they do that exactly the way you just described. They're very selective about the woods that like the fallen logs that they use to get spores. Usually they and boil it and keep it moist. Interesting. All right, let's grab this wood. Is an axe better at collecting sticks by hand? It's a good question, and I actually don't think so. I think it speeds up the break for the block, but actually it might not. That's very debatable, but I don't think it actually increases the drop rate for sticks. It's a good question. I'm not 100% sure. Ultimately, I probably should just be using my hands because it is causing me to burn through the flint tools a little bit too quickly. Oh, man. Can't wait for the day that we find some iron ore and I can stop making flint tools every 2 seconds. Alright, here. Beautiful. Look at those. Alright. Inventory's filling up pretty quick, folks, but we're going to get back to the prospecting. Don't worry about that. You know how it is in these survival games, you get this plan going, you're like, oh, okay, today we're going to go out and explore and we're going to find some iron. And then like you get 2 seconds into your journey and you realize you don't have any sticks. So you have to stop everything. Spend the whole day just chopping trees down. Such is life, people. Are spore prints not in the base game thing? I don't think so. I know having them in planters is a modded feature. Yeah, someone else. There's a mod called Wild Farming, which I'm familiar with because it's suggested use when you use the alchemy mod. And that one introduces like a mushroom substrate, which is fairly hard to craft. But once you can craft that, then you can cultivate your own mushrooms using the Wild Farming mod, which is a good mod. It can be a little overpowered, though, because you can also farm, like, berry bushes and flowers with it. Yep, the magic mushrooms. Oh, here I am, still using the stupid axe. I just get into a habit, and I just do that. All right, let's get this chopped down. I think we can go take our sample. Okay. Here we go, folks. Let's see. All right. I want to make a couple of ladders. Nothing crazy. We just need a little bit to get down without getting a huge landslide over the top of us. Let's convert that. Let's put this away. All right. Where did we decide to dig? It's like over here. What is that? 75%? Oh, wait. I'm not sure what what you're referring to. 75% armor or 85% machinery? Not sure what that means. But you might be talking to another chatter. I'm not sure. Let's see here. All right, so we'll drop a shaft just like right here, I guess. Okay, there's some stone. Drop, drop, drop. Down we go. Okay. We do have to be careful down here, too. So we do have cave-ins. Let's go a little bit deeper. And we should be able to take our samples vertically. What's the gimmick with this run? Well, it's kind of just a pure wilderness survival run with a few mods here and there. But for the most part, it's pretty vanilla. Just trying to keep my skills sharp here as we prepare for the new 1.22 update. And of course, as we get new patches and stuff, I plan on doing more streams in that 1.22 update world too. All right, we need one more. Let's dig in right here a couple more spaces, and this should give us the clearance we need. All right, let's try one more block here. Yeah, but I've got my mod list down in the description. Wow. Those are even worse readings than the other one we took, so that's gross. That's garbage. That's full of dirt. You know, I shouldn't actually be doing that. That's going to confuse me in the future. We'll just do that. All right, yeah, that's a very poor reading. Let's go over to the river. There might be some easily accessible stone over here that we don't have to. Oh my god, I'm super full. Yeah, might be able to just take a quick sample from the side of the river. So I'm not seeing a lot of caves. We saw that one near the house, but wow, this is all gravel. Nothing but gravel. Oh, there's some stone. Is that stone right there? Yes. Ooh, okay, the rivers. This is. Whoop. These are from the Rivers mods, too. I should point that out. This is a stable world with the Rivers mod, the good old-fashioned Rivers mod. You know, I still feel like it's probably a death sentence trying to take stone out from down there, so we'll just dig in from the top here. Once again, gotta follow Dawn's advice. It's good advice, people. Always follow it. Boom. Yeah, and this way, too, when I fail to find anything, if we don't get a good sample, I don't need to mark it. It's just a hole in the ground with some ladders, so I'll know that that's pretty much bunk. They do have rivers on the roadmap for this release for 1.22, so theoretically, yes, Prispelt, they're supposed to have rivers in the new update upcoming, but I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know how they're going to interact with the water wheels necessarily. I figured they would. It seems to make sense to assume that that's how the water wheels are going to work. But Currently, there's a new water source block that's been added to 1.22, and it's a rapids block. It produces rapids, and that is actually what you build a water wheel on, not the river itself, but just one of the rapid sources. So, and unless the rivers themselves are that kind of a rapid water, you won't be able to. But again, I don't know how it's going to work exactly. So it's kind of still up in the air. We'll see. We'll see. With time, everything will be revealed. All right, so let's take a sample. You have mods for mushroom agriculture on your server? That's awesome, buddy. Yeah, it's a fun thing to get into. Depending on the mods you use too, it can be pretty well balanced, you know. I wonder if rivers are going to have spots that are rocky and rapids as well. Slower. Oh, I didn't get all the samples I needed there. I was too far down. Let's take one more. Native copper, very poor. Bismuth. We're not getting good readings at all, people. Not at all. Let's mix it up. Let's go to a completely different area. First things first, we'll stop by the house and drop some of this crap off. Trying to read chat as I move. Oh, mushrooms. Let's grab them. Grab these. Looking forward to the rivers and the water wheel of vanilla. I know it's going to be great to have an alternative to the windmill. And of course, they're making some changes to the whole gearing system too. Right now, it's possible to up gear, so to speak, many times so that you can really get like crazy high speeds going. I'm sure there's a hard limit to it, but now they're going to include the chance for your gears to catch on fire. If you up gear more than 3 times, your whole system can catch fire. It's not currently installed in 1.22 fully implemented. Right now, your stuff will only smoke, but eventually they are going to make that a thing. Friction is going to be something you have to take into account in the 1.22 update. All right, let's put the wood away. Seeds going there. Not so much different soil. Oh, let's plant these. All right, yeah, let's plant these tree seeds. Put it over here by the charcoal pit. All right, 4 more. Appreciate everybody stopping by the stream today. It's great hanging out with you. Oh, different elevations for the rivers. Yeah, that's something I didn't consider. You're right about that, though. They do kind of all stay on the same Z level, so to speak. But yeah, if they were able to like go up and down mountainsides, that would be pretty cool. I like the way that they do kind of carve into the sides of certain hills and stuff. But you're right. At the same time, having both would be nice. It would just be more realistic, right? All right, let's put away some of this extra stuff. That away. Everything needs to be movable by default. That's a mod I need. Instead of everything being unmovable, all the windows, I need the windows to all be movable by default. All right, put those away. Actually, let's cook up a little bit of food because we're pretty low. Oh, I didn't grab any. Grab that, and that. Good. Do a little mushroom stew here, people. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't think I needed that red mushroom. That's looking good. Let's just eat that one. It's probably going to spoil before I find a pair for it. Getting work done. I heard smoking. What's up, Crow? Yeah, we're trying to get some work done here. Trying. I'm goofing around quite a bit. I won't lie to you. I'm a bit of a goofball sometimes, but we've got some progression. We've got a little bit of progression in today's stream. All right, let's see here. Everything's looking good. We're a bit thinner. I need more sticks, of course. It's like a never-ending thing with these sticks. All right, we're getting down to our last bowl of stew, so let's place that. Eat that. Yeah, mushrooms do usually last a good while. You're right, miniature mongoose. Let's see. You hope they don't fix the floating island generation. I'm really attached to the Avalon aesthetics. That's interesting. There's got to be a mod out there that will reintroduce it, you know, if they do get rid of it. I want rivers to be realistic, which would create spots with rapids and spots without. Yeah, that would be realistic. But also have things spawning from a lake or spring and one. Yeah. I like that idea. All right, so what are we doing? We wanted to go take another sample. It's 6 p.m. I think we can do it. We'll just pop over here to the top of one of these little hills. And that's what's great about this area that we managed to settle in. It's like I can travel a good little distance, but still feel perfectly comfortable because I can see my base, you know? And there's some decent landmarks around here which make it fairly easy to navigate even when it's like a bit cloudy or misty. Am I still hosting a Patreon multiplayer server? That's a great question, Cutie Bun Bunny. Currently, as of right now, I am not, but that's only because of the new top server reset, which is coming up hopefully around the end of this month. But I do have plans on setting up another multiplayer. It'll be another heavily modded one, probably after we lose interest in the top server, which I hopefully won't happen for a couple of months. But I have plans, in other words, on definitely getting back into hosting a multiplayer server for sure, so you can count on that. But also, I just linked my Patreon. If anybody is interested in supporting the channel, I would really appreciate it. But of course, you get some great benefits, and all tiers unlock all the benefits. So it's just however much you want to support or feel that you can afford. $2, $5, or $10 get you access to any multiplayer servers. We do also currently have a Terraria multiplayer server open, and it's online, and we're of course playing in the new update too, 1.4.5 for Terraria. But either way, I appreciate you guys just coming by and hanging out with me here in stream. All right, let's dig down here. This will be where we take our next sample. Yeah, these ladders are pretty much essential for doing this, aren't they? Let's put this torch in the offhand. I really need to make some more torches. This is a wild take, but if quantum computing ever becomes consumer viable, there's a possibility of spontaneous timeline emulation, which would very quickly become ridiculous and fascinating. So what do you mean specifically? I don't understand. When you say spontaneous timeline emulation, what does that mean again? So essentially portions of our timeline would become duplicated? Is that what you mean by timeline emulation? Let's see. All right, let's dig a little deeper. That's a fascinating idea. Flying should be possible. Late story reward. There is a glider in the game, Rod, if you're talking about Vintage Story, of course. I might have missed part of your conversation. But yeah, there is a glider in the game, although it sucks. It's nowhere near as good as like Minecraft's Elytra. If you've ever seen a 4D miner, it would mean that you would be able to side scroll into different landscapes. Okay, interesting. Not sure I totally follow, but I'm fascinated nonetheless. All right. Wait, what? Not too far. All right, one more. Let's dig in over here a little bit. You can see what would change should you make different choice via the computer type stuff. Okay. All right, let's move that one. Take that one. Very poor bismuth. Very poor native copper. Wow. This whole area is kind of garbage. Well, we settled here because it was a convenient spot with lots of ruins. Not because we knew there was ore in the ground, but there's still plenty more places to choose. Oh, great. We got lightning strikes. The guy from Saturn, I would argue the Elytra sucks more. It has killed me. It has killed all means of transportation. That's true. You know, that's a great point, Saturn. If you look at it from that perspective, then the Elytra does suck. But yeah, as it stands right now, just the current version of the glider in this game, I wasn't super impressed with it. But it could be me. Maybe some players have found lots of fun with it and stuff. I preferred the dragons. I preferred flying a dragon mount. That's just me, though. Let's see. Alright, so I just break another axe needlessly. Get all the sticks I can. 2% copper, I know. It's gross. We'll find a good strike, though. I'm really hoping to find some iron. We haven't even seen a single reading for iron yet, whether it's high, low, nothing. So we gotta strike some of that. Maybe we'll bust out the map tomorrow and go a little bit farther, you know, from our home here. But we gotta take the map with us so I don't get lost. I'll grab my sticks. Alright, it's getting a little dark out here. I think we should go home. Let's go. I'm scared. Oh, I gotta pick up Mini Saturnet from school. Alright, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for introducing us all to the word Mini Saturnet. Yeah, let's put this away so it doesn't go out. We're swimming. Yeah, the elytra can be really hard to get, just depending on, like, the end spawns for those, what are they? Those weird, like, boat things where you get the elytra. I remember playing Minecraft in one world, and, like, I could not find one of those end island things to spawn. It's just none of them spawned in my world. It was crazy. Traveling, like, tens of thousands of blocks. And it's not a pleasant journey, either. It's not, like... It's not especially nice traveling. All right, let's grab this. Boom. Okay, I just used one of my torches. I have 2 torches on the wall now. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I've noticed the different base stones will have different possibilities on a mount. It's like you find basalt. You'll find copper and tin by the loads, but granite you'll have a harder time. That's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the case. We'll have, like I said, we'll travel a little bit farther on the map. Oh, good, our pit kilns are done. For a second, I was looking at that hole thinking, where did this hole come from? All right, let me grab... Actually, let me put these seeds away. It's a little bit dark, but I've got some extraneous seeds on me here. Let's drop off those. Let's grab this wood. Actually, no, I'm going to leave the wood for now. Probably make some more charcoal out of it. All right, let's get back inside. Close up shop for the night. And let's see. I might go ahead and just sleep. I'd like to do some more pit kilning, but actually, maybe we do have enough. I was going to say, I don't think I have enough grass and sticks. I can get some more grass. That's not a big deal. All right, so we've got a shovel. That. Boy, I am kind of tempted to pour some tin bronze. Although I know that I shouldn't. I need to save it for the pickaxes. Plus, I think we're getting kind of low on copper, too. So, might hold off on that. All right, put that away. Let's eat. You like my cobweb decoration on the roof? Yeah, you know, it comes in handy. Not at all, but it's there. Okay, let's see. Let's get some more stuff crafted. What's the recipe for this? Okay, I need sticks. Yeah, let's get one of these made. That'll help relieve some of my storaging issues. We'll just pop them up there. Oh. Boom, boom. Doing a little decorations here, people. Making the house a nicer place to live. So I can only fit 2 more. Probably need a 3rd one then, don't I? Or a 2nd one. And boom. All right, what else should I make with these boards that we've got now? I screwed up my nails and strips, but we could whip out another nail and strip. Let's see. I should say our first nail and strip, since I did fail miserably. Okay, we got 10. Berries and porridge, let's go. A nice table for making pies. Maybe I don't even have an oven yet. Let's see. Okay. Everybody's chit-chatting. I love it. Okay. Let's see. I could pan for the night. How's our temporal? Oh, it's calm out there. Let me go plant these bushes real quick. Get these out of the inventory. So I'll carry those around for an hour if I forget. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. What are we doing here? What should we do with the rest of our boards? Let's look at what should I be making? Probably some more ladders for one thing. I definitely could use more ladders. And these are a bit easier on the sticks. Okay, what else do we want? Let's make a helve hammer. Oh, one of these crates could be good. I could probably make a crate for storing stone or something. A bed. You know, honestly, I'd probably rather make another bag before having that bed, though. We almost never use our bed. The annoying part of this mode is getting ores and ore nodes. Yeah, it is, Shinobi. We're using signs right now. If we find like a good... Oh, I can make a door, bro. Yes, I'll make a door. Brilliant. Yeah, if we find like a good ore strike, we just leave a sign basically in the ground. But we haven't found one yet. Yeah, I can make a door. That's probably what I'm sitting here thinking, because I'm like, what am I missing? Like, I know I could be making something. A door. Look at that, people. We've got ourselves a door. Now that is progression right there. We can shut the stream down and go home, people. We've accomplished it. All right. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do is grab the grass from that, because that'll be more handy for us in our pit kilns. Speaking of which, let's fill them up. Let's knock out some more pottery stuff here, people. So we need... I guess I should make a hoe. Hey, Mattis, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. All right, we'll do the hoe. Although that's like the last thing I'm ever going to make, but we'll just get that going. And then maybe another storage vessel. Unless somebody has a suggestion here. All right. But I appreciate everybody coming by, hanging out with me here. We're going to be getting back into the 1.22 update next week. But make sure you check that pinned comment. That'll take you to my streaming schedule, where I keep that updated every Sunday. All right, let's knock this out. Boom. Beautiful. We do need a ceramic golem that I could just kite around with me. Oh, that would be cool, actually, if the Rustbound Magic mod added like a golem or some ability. I don't think it does it? It adds like pets and stuff to the game, which is really cool, but the Rustbound Magic mod is definitely top tier. It's definitely S tier mod. Let's see. Hey, Dom, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for dropping by the stream, my friend. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you hit like on that YouTube side, and if you're on Twitch, follow me over there. All right, let's see here. I saw someone play with 0% land cover and 500 scale, and did the same, and it was an interesting experience. That sounds weird. So what kind of a world did that create? YouTube chat, did he say... the Magic Mad? Did I? Am I literally having a dyslexic episode right here? I said Magic Mod. Maybe I said Magic Mad. I don't know. Think Windwalker. Okay. You get a water world that way. Water world playthrough would be really cool. Start with a a water world and just like go into creative and just spawn a sailboat, you know, for to start with. Just give yourself a boat, but then everything else you've got to like collect from scratch and stuff, and maybe make it a point to like beat all the story locations or something. That could be a cool playthrough. I'm really excited to see what these procedural dungeons they're talking about are going to entail. I hope we're talking like fights with bosses and stuff. Oh, that's going to be magical. I think all my clay is outside. Got so much sand and gravel. I'm prepared to do some serious panning if the need ever arises. I've got more than I need. Let's see here. Hey, some hobo. How's it going, buddy? I'm doing well, my friend. Thank you so much. How are you? It's great to be hanging out with you guys today. Playing some 1.21. We're on the stable. So we're not doing 1.22 yet, but we will get back into it next week. All right, there we go. Put this away. And let's grab the hay. 2. Do I have my sticks? I do. And we will need 12. Bothers me that you can stand on unfired clay like that with no consequences. That's a good point. It would definitely smush, especially under my body weight. Wait, did I not grab enough? What the hell am I doing? I miscounted. Trace. All right. Yeah, really excited for 1.22 though. Even if not every single thing gets added, like if they have to delay something, I'm still pretty pumped for it. Yeah, it happens too. I remember when they were introducing the coral reefs. That was one of the things that was supposed to be added, I think in 1.21, but then they delayed it, but they eventually added it, you know. So I have great confidence in the developers of Vintage Story. Let's see, I've been playing the game now for a little over a year, and they have yet to disappoint, that's for sure. All right, I'm missing a shovel. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm missing an axe. Maybe this will be one of the last stone axes we have to make, but I doubt it. All right, beautiful. And tell you what. Where's my stick? Oh, I don't have any sticks, do I? God damn it. Not a single stick in this place. All right, let's put a few things away. Got these stones on me. Stones go in there. Boards go. I'm actually going to keep these boards. Maybe make some more ladders out of them. So put that away. What time is it? 2:45. Might have to just pop into bed real briefly. Put that down there. Yep. All right, I keep forgetting to make more torches too. I've been running with 2 torches this whole damn time. But all right, let's go to bed real quick. Actually, on second thought, we'll get some porridge cooking. 10 and 10. We'll grab those. See how this goes. There's always something to do. Just when I think, oh, we can go to bed, we can kick back, relax for a little bit, sleep for a couple hours. Nope. Not this way. Not in this world, people. 5. Look at that. That's a delicious meal. VS, whoa. Yeah, it's, Fossil Studios. You're talking about buying Vintage Story? Oh, hold on. Bjork said something to me here. It does start to feel like they're pulling a frog boiling experiment with the spear nerfs and the bow torn buffs, though. Yeah, the spear nerf is only because of adding the iron spear, which is funny because that's something that Tyron, the lead developer, for whatever reason, like resisted. Like he never wanted to add an iron spear. And I heard him talk about this in his Oscilloscape interview. But his, some of the developers there who work with him eventually talked him into adding it. And so he felt that the other spears needed to be nerfed to balance it out. But yeah, there's always going to be little tweaks and stuff, but I mean, technically the game is still in early access. Whoops, I slept for way too long. We just wasted some daylight there. All right, let's open it up, see how it looks outside today. All right, so our goal on this fine sunny day is to get some more sticks. Actually, while we're waiting for that, let's get some grass too. And then we got to take some more prospecting pick samples. I want to take at least 3 prospecting pick samples. Oh, Mini Mongoose, you're going to feast tonight? Oh, we're going to feast tonight. You better believe it. I hope you get a feast too. Iron Spear, yep. Sword feels more civilized weapon for the Iron Age. Maybe that's why. I'm not sure what his objection was. I can't remember why he said. I think he was just worried about balancing with introducing the Iron Spear. Like it would make, nobody would make a bronze spear then, you would just bypass it completely. Once you got to build a house, you want me to build a true house, buddy? Yeah, we'll probably get to that eventually. I definitely want to get into the Iron Age. Even when I'm not playing in a wilderness survival world, I typically wait until I get some iron tools before I really sink my teeth into the whole building thing. Just because it gets so frustrating to have to constantly remake tools, whether we're talking copper or even tin bronze can break pretty quick. I go through axes so much in this game, but all right, let's see if our food's done. But yeah, we'll get a proper house eventually. I don't typically see it as like a big priority. I guess I'm more of a practical minded person when it comes to that type of thing. All right, let's eat our fill. Okay, that's empty. We'll grab that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to bring that and that because we're going to make some torches and then some ladders. But we are going to have to stop for sticks. So let's get out there, people. It's time to do some work today. Yep, we're going to take some serious prospecting samples. Oh, looks like Dawn's made some progress. Good job, Dawn. Essentially a sailboat. Houseboats would be cool. A pontoon boat. Something big. Let's grab these berries. All right. Where are we going? Let me keep my head about me. I'm kind of just generally heading towards some of our already established landmarks over here. This way we won't get lost. But yeah, this might be a decent spot to take a sample. Let's see, we've got some clay over here. Yeah, this is our local clay depository. Let's come over here by this lake and dig down a little bit. Oh, look. Somebody's already started a hole for us. How nice. All right, where's my ladders? All right, folks, we're doing it. Sample time. It does look like more andesite. You're right, unfortunately, but I just want to be thorough, I want to take samples everywhere. All right, hold on. Boom. Boom. All right, let's see how this does. Okay. Well, what's going on, some hobo? Glad you could stop by with us, buddy, and hang out. Looks like we've got a few coders with us here today. All right, one more sample. Let's go down and get it from over here. I'm thinking for us a cart of a few chests for nomads. What you mean, Rod? Let's see. You're knowing your code today and playing hooky, understood. Minuscule amounts. Oh boy, that's depressing, but not unexpected, huh? Yep, you might just be right about that andesite. Let's come over to, actually we don't need to go far. There's sticks right here. All right, we'll take another sample here in a moment, but caravan, okay. Grab some sticks. So it would be great too if we could locate some honey. And oh, also I need some borax. Borax would be amazing. Man, there's so much stuff we still need to. So much. I'm looking that I don't have to do code for everyone else. Corporate coding is soul crushing, but I do love puzzling out a system on your own. Yeah, I can imagine there's a big difference between coding for yourself versus like for a boss. Oh yeah, probably like night and day. Corporate anything. You put that prefix on just about anything and it ruins it. All right, let's make some of these ladders. Darn it. Beautiful. Now, let's make this axe. Good. And let's keep going. Let's go find somewhere else to dig in. We got peat over here. I would like to maybe find some granite. Didn't we see granite? Are we getting far? No, I can still see my landmark over there. Just looking for a good spot here, maybe to dig in. I mean, really, they're all about the same at this point. All right, let's drop our ladders. Boom, boom, boom. I also forgotten how much fun it can be to prowl a code base and make it do backflips. Oh, we got granite. It's better than andesite, right? Or maybe. I see. I don't mind corporate coding as long as I'm not micromanaged. There you go. Yeah, management style does have a big difference. That's for sure. In workplace, like just how stressful it can be and whatnot. You want to find salt so I can experiment with clothes. Currently courting the idea of rawhide. All right, let's throw that down. Beautiful. All right, let's go a little deeper and we'll take a sample here. Granite and andesite for me are usually pretty much the same. Oh, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Well, I can't go too terribly far in one go because, of course, we're limited with the lack of a map, but I have started to figure out a better way of navigating using the mod that we have, the Immersive Mapcraft mod, or Immersive Maps, I think. There we go. Very poor minuscule amounts of magnetite. Okay, so, I mean, minuscule is not great, right? But it's the best, it's the only iron we've seen so far. Still pretty cappy in terms of copper, but it's going up. So now we do have to worry about navigation. All right, so there's one of our landmarks. Home is just over there. Got another landmark there. Let's go. There's a bit of a hill up here. Man, oh man, it is really overgrown, but I feel like it couldn't hurt to come over here a little bit and maybe place another pillar for a landmark. We're getting kind of far, so we've got peat right here too. Let's just mark this peat. And we'll slap down another landmark for ourselves. Oh, look, we got another trader over there. There's a landmark I placed. Okay. So it's so funny, too. I haven't seen any caves. Like, there's one cave by our homestead. But other than that, there has not been much in the way of, like, natural entrances, which is just so weird. I don't want to get lost here. Let's see. Just thinking. I like this hill over here. Let's come place a, let's come place, a mark on top of this hill. Okay. So our base is down in that valley down there, I believe. I feel like I'm getting a little bit too far. Okay, let's kind of return a little bit. Let me see where my map is at. Yeah, let's go in this direction. Okay, I can see our other landmarks. I start to get nervous, especially with this bad weather. It's, you know, I can't see as far, but we're okay. We're not bad. Let's come up the hill. Oh, here's some horsetails. Grab a couple of these. Gonna need some more bandages. I always think of wolves, though. Whenever I see these horsetails, I always think about wolves. I'm like, we're in wolf territory. But one question, guys, are there community servers for this community for mine, Patrick? I don't currently have a Vintage Story server running, but I have in the past. I've had 2 previous multiplayer servers, but they're always a benefit for my Patreons. They're not public. I have them, you know, basically just gated behind a Patreon donation, you know, just makes things a lot easier. You don't have to worry as much about moderation and stuff. But if anybody is interested, I will have another server in the future too. But what we're planning on doing soon is joining up on the Tops public server, which is a server hosted by the developers of Vintage Story. And we're going to be joining that, establishing our own little community and stuff. And it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. But all right, let's see. Let's throw down some ladders. We'll take another sample right here on top of this hill. Man, we've had such bad luck. I still have not even gotten I haven't even laid a single sign yet. Like, not even a worthy place here. The streamer that introduced you to this game always drew his own map of the game, but essentially learned the world by heart. Well, that's a challenge for sure. All right. Boom. Yeah, we're surrounded by nothing but andesite and granite. Ooh. Turned off the brain and the stomach, immediately lined up to complain. I feel you there, buddy. All right, let's drop that. Go a little deeper. Yeah, absolutely, Fossil. I'll be on that public server. Absolutely. And of course, like I say, you know, you don't have to join my Patreon to join the server, but in order to get access to the Discord and stuff, and it will be like, we're going to build a little town and probably claim that land, because land claiming is like a feature in vanilla. And so it'll just be the Patreons who have access directly to being able to build and stuff, but you know, it's a big world. There'll be plenty of places to build. I wish you could draw on parchment. Yeah, like pixel art. I agree. I actually really wish that I like this map, the way that these maps look, but I wish that there was more functionality like Minecraft, where you could like place these maps and then make a big map, you know, like, essentially the more you explore. I really like that idea of going out and like mapping the surroundings, then returning to your base and like having a big like centralized map, maybe on a table or up on a wall or something. But unfortunately, these cannot be placed. So that's something, maybe they'll add it. I don't know. I don't know if that's a planned feature. Okay, so we got 1 trace of cassiterite and it's very poor. 0.02%. God, that was even worse than our previous ones. Man, oh man. What is going on? All right, let's return to base for the moment, because I've got a few things I want to drop off. Grab some more food. You know what? Hold on. Okay, I'm out of boards. Damn. Those ladders, man, they go quick, don't they? Thinking about digging another hole over here, but I just don't have the ladders for it, really. But we can make some. Got some guys hyped for a smaller community server. Let's see. Appreciate your videos and streams. Well, thanks, Patrick. Appreciate you, my friend, tuning in and stuff. Yeah, it's always great. I've really come to enjoy live streaming here with this community. Vintage Story's got a really great group of people. And I can tell you, you know, there are games that don't, as funny as that sounds, and I'm not going to call out any specific games right now, but having posted content for many, many different games on YouTube now for a couple of years, I can tell you that there are certain groups around certain games that are just not that friendly. And again, I'm not calling anybody out by name or anything, but Vintage Story is not one of those for sure. Not a really great group of people. Okay, let's see here. Oh, thank you, Connie Faines. Appreciate that. You have a great voice. Thank you, my friend. I like to hear that, and I'm glad you could tune in and say hello. Let's see, him and your videos got you to buy Vintage Story, and it's been a blast. Well, you're welcome, PS. You're welcome, my friend. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos and picked up the game. Yeah, Vintage Story is going to be one of these games that's just going to get better and better and better as the time goes by. You know, the studio has already proven itself to be one that's not just going to abandon the game. It's not a rug pull, in other words. That's pretty obvious. And they're talented people, you know. They've got a vision for this game, which is right in line with exactly like how I wanted Minecraft to be. You know, originally a much more challenging survival experience with just a really, really ongoing development cycle, you know. Obviously, Minecraft still has development, but it's so slow. Doesn't Minecraft feel like the slowest, like, releases? It takes them, like, over 2 years sometimes, it feels like, to release one of their, what do they call them, snapshots? I could be off. It's been a while since I really followed Minecraft's development, but yeah, Vintage Story has it beat in almost all ways. The patience required to learn filters to filter out naysayers. That's true. Just starting off in Vintage Story, Owlsley. Well, good luck, my friend. If you got any questions, this is a good place to ask them. We've got some really good players here. Not necessarily myself, but everything I've learned has come from chat or from comments and stuff. Yeah, a year-long update for like 1 or 2 mobs, 100%. Feels kind of like a waste of time sitting around. But the good news is, while you're waiting for Minecraft updates to come out, you can play Vintage Story. They stopped making big updates. Minecraft has gone full small updates now, which you hate. I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. So small updates, but what? They say it's supposed to be like more frequent or something? Yeah, right. Believe that. The current joke is that Vintage Story is getting 1.22 before Minecraft. That is funny. What is Minecraft on right now? Like 1.2? Something? I don't even know. All right, let's see. I got some vines. I am keeping these vines around for more than just decoration, but they also serve as a nice decoration too. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff. Let's plant our trees first before we hole ourselves up for the night. That off the hot bar. Yeah, it's funny. I've been planting trees galore, but I don't think a single one of the trees I've planted has actually come up yet, but that's all right. It's all right. You can't rush it. Trees take their own time, don't they? They changed the way the numbering update system works. Oh, that's interesting. Always been hella more into challenging games. Unfortunately, the dino games I play have toxic players. Oh, I think I know which one you might be referring to. Yeah. Again, I won't call anybody out, but I think I know which one you might be talking about there. All right, let's step inside. Minecraft, for as long as updates take, doesn't offer a lot. Honestly, the archaeology update was kind of lackluster to me. It sounded cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. It does sound interesting, but you're right. If it's lackluster, that's going to be disappointing. I like Minecraft, but VS, like you said, just scratches an itch. Not many other games. Yeah, that's true. Now, if you could find Pokemon version of Vintage Story, oh, I think it would be cool to add little animals that you could like tame and fight. That definitely feels like more of a mod, though. I don't think I would ever envision Tyrone adding something like that, like a Pokemon system to the game. Although I would like it. Yeah, it just feels like something for a mod. All right, so let's put that away. Let's go ahead and make a few poultices. Keep those with us. All right, put those away. Keep that for now. Put that away. Let's go ahead and make some more fences. I swear to God, I am going to use these fences at some point, people. I'm not just carrying them around for nothing. I promise you. All right. Let's make some more ladders for tomorrow, because we are not done yet taking prospecting pics. It's getting pretty depressing, though, seeing the absolutely garbage readings we're getting. See, this is what I was worried about, because in a wilderness survival world, signs will work, but if we don't get good readings, man, oh man, it's going to be an absolute pain in the butt. Oh, Dawn says, vanilla wilderness survival reduces sapling growth by a lot. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's not actually a world command either, is it? In other words, that's not something you can actually change during world generation, is it? That's interesting, though. I didn't know that. Thank you, Dawn. All right, let's light these torches. They were doing an ecology thing, trying to raise awareness, but ecosystems can't function like they do in Minecraft. The predators kill everything. They see that's true, and they don't even eat me. That's funny you say that. That's right. They do kill without even eating. It's like the white settlers in America used to just slaughter buffalo and just leave the carcasses to rot, essentially just to deplete like the food source of Native Americans, because they were literally trying to genocide them. All right, let's do a little bit of panning, people. I think it's time to get excited about the old pans. But let me see, do I have enough sand? Gravel, we got plenty. All right, grab that. Oh my God, what did I just do? Grab that. All right, in we go. Get ourselves a nice wet butt. Put down the gravel. Open that up. It's time to do some panning, people. But first, we're going to take a quick break. Let's see, I didn't know that much, and then I'm completely unsurprised. Yeah. So, yeah, the history, I don't want to go into it too much because it's pretty gruesome and dark, but the history of Native Americans and the way they were treated by the settlers in America is very, very awful. It's right up there on the same levels of like the genocide of the Jews during World War II. But again, I don't want to get too much into that dark history of my country, but it's there. It's real. But we are going to take a quick break, folks. Don't worry, the stream's not going to end. I'm just going to hop up and use the bathroom real quick. But I recommend you guys grab yourselves some refreshments, and we will be back in just a couple of minutes. So don't go anywhere, folks. All right, we are back, everybody. Sorry about that. A little bit of an extended break there, but I did look up the command to change the pro pick. Yeah, search radius. So I'm going to change that to actually 6. Okay, yeah, but we will have to restart the game world. But like I said, hopefully we won't actually have to worry about it. I mean, I kind of hope we do have to worry about it because that would indicate that we found like some iron or something. But we'll just see. I'll try and save the restart for maybe the next stream tomorrow. But thank you, Rod. Hello, hello, everybody. We're working. That's cool. That's good. How's the stream going so far? No latency, no lag or anything. Very important that you guys have a good viewing experience. But let's see. All right. Yeah. I bet you we'll see some really exciting mods come out too after 1.22. You know, I just feel like it's like a snowball. You know, the more that the game gets developed, the more people get turned on to the game, the more the modding community grows and stuff. And it's just like this, like I say, it's just like a snowball. I mean, the game just gets better and better as time goes on, and more people get into it. It's one of the reasons I do advocate for the developers to put this game on Steam, although I know that they have their own reasons for it, and they're very good and valid reasons, you know. Consider it, you know. They want to give players a better refund option and stuff like that. But I always say that go to RimWorld if you're familiar with RimWorld. Now, this is a game that's been out about 3 years before Vintage Story. I think RimWorld was released in 2013, Vintage Story in 2016. So it's got a little bit of a head start on it, but I think last time I looked this up, Vintage Story had something like 60,000 mods total, or maybe it was like 40,000 roughly total. Whereas RimWorld has hundreds of thousands of mods on its workshop. And again, it's not necessarily just because it came out 3 years earlier, but it's because of the larger exposure, you know, the bigger audience. And so just from strictly like a selfish perspective, in other words, you know, for the sake of having bigger and better and more diverse mods that, you know, get updated more regularly with more frequency, I think it would just benefit everybody. All right, trying to make some room here. I'm curious what you guys think, though. Tynan and Tyron, that is a good point. I didn't think about that, Bjork. Yeah, you're 100% right. RimWorld's one of my favorites, too. And I do plan on streaming some more RimWorld at some point in the near future. Unfortunately, it's just so many games and so little time. It's true. They're different games. Very true, Dawn. They're different games, 100%. But I don't think you can simply write off the disparity between the mods, the number of mods between Vintage Story and RimWorld, like I said, strictly due to the time, to that 3-year age gap, or to the genre. I don't think that you can fully account for that disparity with just those reasons. In other words, I think personally that it being on Steam just allows a larger community to grow around it, you know, meaning more mods, more people who support the modders, which is really crucial, you know, because if you think about it, modders are just essentially volunteers. They're volunteer coders, you know, who are just doing what they do out of passion, you know. And so occasionally, you know, they might get a few dollars thrown at them, but if they're on a larger, you know, platform, they'll get more money. It's simple as that. Just not to one-to-one. Yeah, Steam has a huge reach, 100%. You know, another point too is I know just from commenters, there's some people who are like, oh, I really want to play this game, but I refuse to play any games that are not on Steam. You know, for whatever reason, they don't play games which are not on Steam. Some people are like that. Not a big population, but there's people out there like that. Punxsutawney Phil is an Steve Files Rod. Let's see. All right, what time is it? Midnight? We got plenty of time here. All right, down we go. Let's see. I was literally about to mention Steam, but as we've just seen with Illuminaria, the decision to keep AS off Steam is a survival choice. True. Yeah, the whole issue, Bjork, with the Illumaria, I think I'm probably mispronouncing that. Illumaria, whatever. Yeah, that was an unfortunate caused by the corporate greed again, short-sightedness by Microsoft. It's probably some over eager like corporate functionary trying to get like on their boss's good side, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to institute this lawsuit," and it completely blew up and backfired. But you're right. I mean, there's nothing that necessarily said that that had to go the right way. You know, could have very easily been subject to that copyright. Although it would have gone to court, hopefully they would have challenged it. Steam is the platform. It's like people not wanting to buy games on Nintendo because they play PlayStation. Habits dig deep. That's true. That's true. It's not totally unreasonable too, because the internet is a very dangerous place. And when you are downloading things like games, for instance, you got to be exceptionally careful. You know what I'm saying? And if something is not on a trusted platform like Steam, in other words, if it's just vintagestory.at, some people are going to look at that and be like, oh, hell no, there's no way I'm downloading anything from a third party or from an unknown website or whatever, even if it's totally legit in all ways. Some people are just like, no. But let's see. Microsoft tried that on VS first, but that was 10 years ago. Really? I didn't know that. And there was no standing as it's a different base language, and they wrote their own graphics. Yeah, that was true too with the Illumaria too. I think I remember Tyron in his post said it's a totally different language too, which is crazy. Yeah, it's like one car company trying to sue another car company for having wheels at this point. Like block-based voxel games, yeah, sure, Minecraft started that. And yeah, sure, Microsoft owns Minecraft now, but it has permeated the video games world, block-based voxel games now for so long that, like I say, it's its own genre. It's like trying to sue somebody for wheels on your car. It's ridiculous. It's a standard. Let's see here. It's like, what's that old first-person shooter? I know it's not necessarily the first-person shooter. Not Call of Duty, but I'm blanking on it now. But either way, you get it. You understand my analogy. Fossil, do you have any dino tattoos? Let's see. Rod's trying to keep the conversation light. I get it, buddy. I get it. Sometimes I dive too deeply into the controversies, but that's in my nature. Let's see. Intellectual property rights made a play for VS because Microsoft can't claim the intellectual rights over visual style nor the code. Interesting. Let's see here. Describe the first person. It was no, I'm gonna think of the name now. Counter-Strike, that's it. Counter-Strike. I knew it was a C. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it's like Counter-Strike trying to sue other games that are first-person shooters. Again, this analogy assumes that Counter-Strike was the first, but I don't think they were. But it's just a ridiculous premise. I would like now. One thing I will say, and this, I don't know how controversial this is, but the lawsuit that Nintendo raised against Pal World, I feel did have some merit to it. And I don't necessarily know what the ruling should be or anything like that. I'm just saying that I think there was some merit to that, because we're talking about copyrighted images. This is something that Nintendo artists at some point in the company's history created, and the company now owns those copyrights to it. But it's tough. It's tough to really dig in. I'm just noticing we've got some bonuses here. Either way, sorry, I'm getting distracted. 2:16 in the morning. We're going to be setting out and doing some more surveying here. Even like a Dracula story instead of current story in VS. Dracula has castles, vampires, werewolves. Instead of a storm, there would be a full moon. Oh, that's cool. The player can get infected but also cured. I like that idea, Lucky Luke. Like a whole, you could be a mod, but like a total conversion mod. Yeah, where instead of drifters, you got, like you say, zombies maybe, or thralls to Dracula. All right, let's hop out of this real quick. Inventory fills up so fast when I'm panning now. The panning has been bountiful. We've got everything we could ever want here, coming right out of the pan. All right, except food, of course. You can't get food from the pan. Nintendo lawsuit was about brand, which is different. Okay, thank you, Amatis. Appreciate ya. Yeah, like I said, I didn't keep up. I never actually played Pal World, believe it or not. I thought about getting into it, but then I just made the choice not to. Kind of regret it, too, because it looks like a fun-ass game. Maybe when it comes out of early access, I still might pick it up. All right, let's throw that down. Let's keep going. A couple more hours here. I'm going to take a drink of some water. Remember to stay hydrated, folks, and pray for the temporal gear drop. All right, there we go. You think Nintendo had an argument, but I don't think it had any merit. The lawsuit was malicious from the moment. So was that lawsuit thrown out? You guys, do you know? Like, is Pal World totally in the clear now? Because it feels like the game is still going strong. I mean, it's still on Steam. I see it pop up on sale and stuff. Pal World is nice. Give it a go. I played it. It's on my wish list. It is on my wish list. Yeah, it does seem like a really awesome game. I mean, it's the game that Pokemon should be, you know? That's the thing about it. Like, no matter what you think about the lawsuit, like, Nintendo definitely dropped the ball on the development of the Pokemon franchise, you know? Developing an open world game which is inhabited by these creatures where you're in a first or third person perspective roaming. That is such a awesome idea for Pokemon. It seems like a no-brainer, you know? Pal World is in the clear. Awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear. You know, I would say 99% of the time I'm on the side of smaller developers, unless there is like a clear case for theft or something. Because just because you're an indie developer doesn't mean you're suddenly morally pure. You know, there are indie developers out there who practice negative stuff. But what's up, Big Saturn? Welcome back, buddy. Hope you had a safe trip with little Saturnet. Welcome, welcome. I think they won for a certain definition of winning, but the damage was done to Pal World regardless of the outcome. Shutting them down wasn't the goal. Ooh. Well, that's good. I hope they can bounce back. I'll definitely have to pick up the game then. I was bleeding them dry with legal fees. Well, there you go. Hopefully another purchase or two can't hurt the situation. See, Pal World doing good might put a fire under Nintendo's ass making better media. That's true. See, that's a great point, Magdalia. That's where the idea of competition becomes so key to our economy and just the development of products, which is something we sorely lack in today's corporate climate. Let's see. Pokemon almost in its entirety is a ripoff of Dragon Quest. I didn't know that. Never heard of that. How many bears? No bears, buddy. We've been doing some prospecting with our little copper prospecting pick, and we've had a zero luck, buddy. Like, I have 3 signs. I started with 3 signs, intending on laying those if we come across any, like, ore-rich areas. Not a single one. And I've taken, like, 6 samples now, too, but you can see we're over here panning away our tears. Just to console myself, I decided to pan for the night, because it boosts my spirit. You know how that is, Saturn. Oh, I know you know. All right, let's put that away. Put that away. It's a little bit early, but we're going to go out there. We're looking at calm rift activity. That means there's probably only about 100 portals outside, not 1,000. So we should be okay. 100 portals, I can deal with that. Let's see. Panning is father, panning is mother. Oh, that's right. Panning is life. Hello? Magical creatures? Are you going to kill me? You're going to kill me and eat me? All right, how's our farm doing? Oh, looks like a fluorescent green set of parallel lines. That's exactly what it looks like. Pokemon and Dragon Quest are actually only similar in the monster taming thing, but they're wholly different games. Well, there we go. We got some controversy. We got a debate sparking in chat. Are Pokemon and Dragon Quest the same? Yes or no? You decide right now. Talk it out amongst yourselves. By painting for spears, you don't have to nap your spears. That's right. Look at this collection that I've got. All of these came from, what's it called, panning. Even that copper one right there. Yes, it's a beautiful thing. And I haven't used a single one. I have barely any protein in my diet. No, I have no protein in my diet. You sound way too excited about a chat debate. I don't mind. As long as you guys aren't cursing at each other, I don't have to ban anybody. But, not totally, but good for Nintendo. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, never forge copper spears. Complete waste of time. When the mother of all pans can deliver them right to your hands. You know what? I think I know where we're going to go today, and I think we're going to have better luck, people. What is that based on? Absolutely nothing. Just my gut instinct. But we're going to head south to the river. Let's put our dirt in our hand. I have just so much stuff in my inventory. It's ridiculous. Whoa. Let's watch out. Okay. No, but if I recall, I think there might be some other rock material. I think we've got like slate or shale to the south of us here. So we're going to take a little trip. Now, we have seen bears and wolves in this general vicinity. So we got to be super cautious, people. But that's why I've got my dirt in my hands. I'm going to be doing some serious nerd polling if the situation calls for it. I happen to get a spear randomly from gravel sifting. Copperhead, yeah, Bjork. Here in this chat, we call it panning, but you know, gravel sifting, I'll accept it. I know what you're talking about, so we'll accept that. But it is called panning. Wait a second. Oh, there it is. I was like, this tree had some resin on it. It still does. We'll grab that for later. Probably shell having shell granite andesite so close proximity is unlikely. I don't know. I might be totally off. I'm just going on my vague memories, which are not very good. It might be all andesite over here. But we're going to push forward and check it out. This is where I came across the big copper strike. So if nothing else, maybe we'll get lucky and come across some more copper over here. But I don't know why I chose to go into the deep thick forest part as opposed to just walking along the river, making things more dangerous. Trying to stay quiet in case I want to hear any attacks coming. I think this is all andesite. This whole area, it's just all blue sand as far as the eye can see. So the copper we found was up here. Yeah, I misremembered. It's just all andesite, but we'll still take some samples over here. Oh, you know what? That's right. There is a cave over here too. One of the few caves that we've found in this area. It is. So this was the copper strike, which I'm pretty sure I got all of it, but you know how it is with the stupid cave. Oh. Yeah, there was a cave. I swear there was a cave somewhere. I think I blocked it off completely, but yeah, so let's see here. I'm curious. I'm just going to take a sample at this spot and see what happens. All right, that's one more needed. Maybe right here. No, one more. Right there. Oh, for the love of God. There we go. Decent copper. Decent copper. Do I need to leave a sign for this? I mean, I can reclaim my signs in the future, so. Yeah. What was the percent? 16. Where's percent? There it is. Okay, we'll say that. See, we'll see how this works. This is my best. This is my best way. This is all I can do, people. Now, another thing we should be doing, let's get our map in our hands. Actually, let's get some food in our bellies first. But if we put our map in our hand, I'm going to show you the way I was navigating. All right, let's eat a bit more. Uh-oh, run out of food. 16.6 is not bad. Yeah, that's the best reading on anything we found. But copper, I could use a bit more. I wouldn't be mad if I found some copper, but we're looking for iron mainly. So, let's see here. Okay, so I've got a marker here. Here's where we're at, right by this. So what I've been doing... Oops, let's go to the other side of this stream real quick, this river. Hello, fish. Welcome to the world. Beware of brimstone. Roderick von Clarkenstein. Okay, so now if we whip out the map, there it is. So we can just, let's go back a little bit. It's weird, it's not... Oh, I just noticed that animation for the first time. It's not resetting now. Well, we should put a marker here. So if we do... I've forgotten how this... Actually, how do I set a mark? There we go. So this is to the south. This will be south... I think this one is south 2. Save. So that's the first south. I might have screwed that up, but that's okay. We're going to add a new waypoint, though, and this is going to be south 3. Yeah, and I want it to be the blue star. Right? Is that it? That's close enough. Good. Okay. And then we're just going to keep heading south. And I'll pull the map out whenever I get to right to the point where that mark that we just laid is about to disappear. So as soon as this gets like right here, we'll set another marker. So essentially I'm leaving myself a trail of breadcrumbs here with these markers. And as we turn back... and I constantly update, there'll be markers on the map. And of course, too, it's not a bad idea to maybe, do a physical landmark, too. At certain what am I doing? That might have been better on the shore of the river, but that's good enough. You love breadcrumbs, Saturn. You can pan breadcrumbs. Oh my god, dude. You could actually pan breadcrumbs if you wanted. Yeah. Wait, I need that. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, if I just hold it down, you can kind of see it change in real time. I like that. Yeah, see, it's getting real close. Okay, it's right at the edge, so we hit P. And this will go a little bit quicker now because I know what we're doing. South 4. Boom. Add. Save. Beautiful. Love it. Panning for breadcrumbs. You don't think they'd be edible? No, probably not after you sifted them through some water. No, definitely not. Are we far enough? Let's take another sample right here. I'm curious. Maybe we'll get better copper readings, or we'll see something interesting like some iron or something. Soggy breadcrumbs. Drop that. In we go. Boom. Okay, down we go, people. Let's do this, everybody. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Let's lay some more ladders. Alright, how's everybody doing, too? Thanks for coming by the stream, folks. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and check the pinned comment, too, because I do have my streaming schedule for the rest of the week, and I update that every Sunday, too, so you can keep an eye on that and figure out what days and what games I'll be streaming. Next week, we're going to try some Project Zomboid, too. Getting into a new one. New for me. I'm not a very good player, So I am going to be dying a whole lot, but I'm counting on chat to give me lots of good tips and stuff. Okay. Take a sample here. One more. Mini mongoose. Heating pad is too cozy. Oh, damn it. One more. Back to the bottom. You gonna come by for the... Oh my god. Let's go in. You gonna come by for the Project Zomboid? Yeah, it's definitely one that's been requested a lot. I know a lot of people would like to watch that one, so... like I said, though, minuscule amounts of copper. Oh my god, so this was even worse. Even worse direction here. But I think we'll still continue to move. Actually, I'm out of food now, so maybe we'll go a little bit farther, but we are going to have to turn around. Let's see, it's only 10:30 in the morning. Damn it. I need to really buckle down, maybe do some hunting and actually kill some animals to get some meat, because this eating mushrooms constantly in porridge just isn't cutting it, is it? Hey, we might have a natural cave right here. This is beautiful. All right, looking kind of spooky, but let's just see what we can do. It's not too far from our last one, so I don't expect it to be a whole lot different, but you can't take it for granted, man. Go bear hunting? We might. Someone didn't eat the meat dress Lady Gaga made. Are you kidding me? I remember that. I remember that. That was horrible looking. I wonder what kind of meat it was made out of. Like, what quality? Did she splurge and use like Wagyu beef, or was it just like round steak, you know? All right, so that was gross. Just minuscule silver, native copper, and gold. That's lame. Well, I'd say we stop going in that direction then. Let's cross the river, actually. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's come over to this little boundary where we go from sand to dirt. Let's place another dirt tower here. Yeah, like I said, I see those horsetails and I start to get nervous, but all right, this is fairly visible. It's about as high as I can get it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a sample here. Trying to be quiet in case I hear bears or wolves or anything. Oh, we got stone right there. Jesus. That's kind of wild. Let's get down there. It's more andesite, though. More of the same. You guys are still talking about the soggy breadcrumbs. If we had, what's it called? Expanded foods installed, we could make breadcrumbs, but I don't have a grinder yet, or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, we might have to spend tomorrow hunting or something. I don't know. All right, beautiful. You want a blizzard and a chicken strip basket from Dairy Queen? That does sound good. Yeah, Dairy Queen, people sleep on Dairy Queen's like actual savory menu. Their burgers and chicken strips are good. Don't they include toast with it too? Yeah, everything's expensive nowadays. Like, I don't even go to McDonald's anymore. It's ridiculous. It's sad too. I remember when I was in college, going to McDonald's was like a daily thing. Like, I could feed myself for half the day on like $4. A couple of like double cheeseburgers and a French fry. Minuscule amounts of copper. I hate this world. I hate it. Oh, the stream's running in the wrong direction, so I gotta walk back instead of just jumping in the water. Well, we gotta look out for some food too. I am low on food. Not really prepared to hunt right this moment, though. We need to go grab all my spears. 10,000 spears. Oh boy. Well, we did come across a nice reading for some beautiful copper. So we can't be too upset, you know. We at least got something. And honestly, this is a great place to look for surface copper, this kind of an area with this all monochrome color sand. It's a bunch of quartz over here. Uh-oh, we're starving now, people. I literally have nothing to eat. Alright, I gotta stop looking around. We gotta go, go, go. Gotta go, go, go. Maybe we'll come back and go that direction. If we just travel along that branch of the river, that would be super easy to navigate back home. That's not a bad idea. Alright, the ground is collapsing. Okay, so this is the direction we're going. Yeah, we should go down that other branch at some point. Alright, we're hungry. Crying like a little baby. That's the thing about these pine forests, like, it's a good place to search for certain resources, but you're not going to find much in the way of food in this kind of an area. I don't think crops grow in gravel or sand at all, do they? Maybe some do, but if they do, it's pretty rare. I know, the stupid landslides. I've caused like 16 small landslides just walking around. Here we go. Shut your mouth. Alright, there's got to be some grain or something around here too. See, there is raccoons and some rabbits everywhere. We could do a little bit of hunting. That's a piglet. It's a pigoon. Hold on, I got a sweet, sweet idea, people. Bam. I love you, Mr. Pig. You belong to me. All right, we got ourselves a precious piglet. Hello, Pigums. What do we name you? Martha Atwood. Margaret Atwood. That's the name of this pig right here. Margaret Atwood. Hello, Mrs. Margaret. I can't even tell if it's male or female. I didn't gender Margaret here. Hold on. What are you? Yeah, it's a male. Margaret's still a fitting name. We are going to hopefully breed that sucker. If we can find a Mrs. Margaret Atwood, that would be a good thing. That would be something. We'll throw a fence around that one too. But yeah, I don't want to go. We'll get some small game here. Let's return home. But I'm going to be looking for another piglet. Man, I am full of crap. I am full of bull crap here, people. Stupid flowers. That was a boar, you're right. It's a male, but I'm still going to call it Margaret Atwood. All right, there's some fruit right there, but we got to go empty out the inventory. I've just got an obscene amount of stuff on me here, people. Have you guys ever heard of the novel Oryx and Crake? She also wrote The Handmaid's Tale. I think that's Margaret Atwood, right? Wait, I don't want to break that. Unless I'm misremembering. I might be getting the name partially wrong. But she wrote a book, if I'm not mistaken, called Oryx and Crake. And there were these genetically altered pig people. Originally in the story, they had been genetically altered pigs in order to grow spare organs for human beings. But after the collapse of civilization, they started, developing their own culture and language and stuff. And so they were able to be, and they called themselves pigoons. Pigoons. All right, it's a good book. Definitely recommend it. There's like a sequel to it and stuff. Oh, you settle in a temporarily unstable area and now you have to move. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, that sucks. We almost did the same thing here when I initially settled in this spot, but I got lucky. Found a spot close by that wasn't overrun with that stupid tube. You know, you can turn it off after world creation. There is a command to turn it off. I don't know if you want to go to that extent, because it will also disable temporal storms if you do, but it's there. It's possible for you to disable it with the world command. All right, where's that going to go? All right, what kind of food do we have? Absolutely nothing. No, we can make a little something here. Bro, this inventory. I gotta do something about this. Hold on, where's my resin? Drop the resin off. Very good, very good. Why is it the cog starts moving randomly back and forth in some areas? It's just random. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there's any overall cause for it, but it is annoying and stupid, and I hate it. No, I mean, it's a cool feature in some ways. It does, like I've said, feel kind of half-baked to me. Like, there needs to be a way to combat temporal instability. Even in early game, like early game, you should be able to find an area, and even if it's temporally unstable, you should be able to settle there knowing that there's going to be something you can do, whether it's like a process you have to go through, something you have to craft or whatever, but you'll be able to like stabilize the land, you know? Because otherwise you're just cutting people off from building literally in large parts of the world, which is going to upset people. But either way, you know, maybe they've got plans for it in the future. I just don't know. Temporal gears on a stick. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so let's see how we doing here. Let me put away some of these seeds. Actually, I think I've got extra spare land. I need to be planting these seeds. Oh, there's agricultural plots down here. Unused. Put our flax in the ground. Perfect. Almost. All right, we're looking good. Yep, we're getting somewhere. We've got a bunch of rye. Man, once this crop comes in, we're going to be set on food, but we've still got a bit of time, so I'm just going to start throwing that. Oh, look, I've worked myself up a full stack of flint, so let's start putting that away, stockpiling that for later. Okay. Let's get inside. I'm going to replenish my signs real quick because I'm down to 2. Let's see, where did I put the boards? So we're going to make a few more of these with the hope that we'll find a reason to actually place them. And let's make... No. Let's make some more ladders now. Beautiful. What are we at? 18. That's good enough. I want to conserve some of these sticks. All right. Once this food cooks, and it is cooked, we should be ready to get back out there. It's only 4 p.m. We're not going to go super far, but we should be able to at least get another sample. What am I doing? That's only 1 serving. I can just use my bowl for that. Let's eat. All right, let's get back out. We got to find some food too, but now we took some samples in this direction. Let's go to the top of this hill over here, maybe. Okay. Yeah, we've been over here a couple times, but I've not taken any samples or anything. Hold on a second, guys, real quick. I had to check something. All right, we're good to go. Okay, we're back. Hold on. There we go. Okay. How's everybody doing? Thanks for hanging out with me today. We are going to be streaming again tomorrow in the same world at the same time. And next week, I'll probably be getting back into some of the 1.22. I'm really hoping that we get like another update where maybe they'll add like those dungeons or the rivers so we can like spawn a new world, you know, and check out some of the new stuff. But they did release a 1.22 pre-patch 2, So there has been an update, but it's just like mainly a bunch of bug fixes and crashing fixes. There's no new content yet. So I was debating on doing some 1.22 with that, but then I was like, well, there's not really like enough for a 3-hour live stream, or more to really justify doing a 1.22 today and tomorrow. So we'll kind of alternate. We'll go between this world, and when we get new updates for 1.22, we'll definitely check those out. Hey, we got granite. Let's move. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Down we go. And we gotta get some positive strikes here. We did see that minuscule amount of of hematite, but I didn't mark it, did I? I really should have, even though it was minuscule. Now I feel like it was a mistake, and because that's literally the best reading for hematite we've seen for any kind of iron. And so even though it was minuscule, I feel like I shouldn't have just ignored it. But we'll see what happens. Maybe this will be the one. Maybe there'll be a bunch of hematite here. Yeah, now I have no idea where it's at. I have a vague idea, but I'm probably wrong. I thrive on confusion. I certainly live in a state of constant confusion, I will say that. Oh my god, with this one more sampling thing. Is this gonna do it, or... Oh, for the love of God. Okay, so is the bottom one... Now let's go this way. I think I'm overthinking this. It's not really that complicated. Here we go, people. Come on, hematite. Bismuth. Couldn't even be... I mean, bismuth is okay, but I'd rather have some of the, what is it called? The white stuff. Borax. Yeah, I need borax. You know what? Screw it. Let's go up to this tree. See this tree over here? I've been using that as kind of a landmark. Let's see if we can get over there. We'll take a sample from that tree. I don't know why, but I feel like maybe it'll be good luck. It's a decent enough... Oh my god. It's a decent enough distance away that it might be good. I'm grasping at straws, people. I'm just desperate. Hey, thank you, Francomatic, for following the channel, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. Ring that bell to get notified. I am streaming 4 to 5 days a week now, too. And, of course, my schedule is pinned in chat if anybody's interested. But I appreciate you guys dropping by. Okay. Yeah, I love this valley that we're living in. This is a good spot, despite the lack of ore. Overall, I like it. It's really nice. We could have settled down right over here. This would have been a good spot, too. That looks like a cave. Hold your horses. Let's go cave diving, people. There's a deer over here, too. Should have brought my hunting supplies. I do have some berries, though. Yeah, maybe we can get a quick and easy sample from this cave. Excuse me. Or is this one of those, like, straight down caves? Damn it. No, that's not happening. We'll go up to the top here by the tree. Looks like that might be the very top of a fruit tree over there. Maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell. All right, here we are by the tree. Oh, look at this old larch. It's got all kinds of vines on it. Yeah, this tree's got character. This is one of those we're not going to be chopping down for sure. Hello there, Mr. Trader. The old trade wagon. One of these days soon, these will be obsolete. We'll think back in the future. We'll think back to the good old days when the traders were all the same, when their wagons all looked identical. Oh, yeah. Back before the creative days with the new stuff. Have you guys seen some of the new trader hut models? I made a short about one of them in particular. I was thinking about making like a creative world in 1.22 and just flying around and taking some video of all the different various ones that I could find. I still might do that, actually. All right, we're in some granite. Now, I know that I have found iron ore in granite before. I'm certain of that. But I just don't know what the chances will be. Probably could be a pretty low chance. Getting down to some of the last ladders we have. All right, not bad, not bad. All right, let's take some samples here. My poor tin bronze pickaxe is about at 50%. 50% durability. Beautiful. Should be good enough. First time I saw a trader without a door, I laughed. Oh my god. It's literally like almost the same reading as earlier, but worse. No copper and a less amount of bismuth. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so there's our house. Let's go down by the trader. Actually, hold on, I got an idea. I should place another pillar up here for the sake of landmarking things. Oh, there's some ruins on top of that hill right there. You tried the Farseer mod? No, I haven't, Victor. What's that one? I'm not super familiar with that one. What's the Farseer mod, buddy? Let's actually go to those ruins instead of the trader. We don't have a lot of daylight left, but I think the ruins are probably a better bet for us. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some more tin ore. Yeah, there's another nice river over here. Probably be easier for navigation and stuff. I've only got 8 pieces of packed dirt. More andesite in this location. Yeah, I need to dig up some more dirt for a tower. If I come across a wolf or a bear, 8 blocks is not really enough. Alright. Alright. What do you got? Looks like I've already been here, but I'm 99% sure I haven't. Wait, can I see my marker? Yeah. Alright. Bony soil. There's something here. There was once a civilization. Thanks for letting me know there, buddy. Let's see if we can knock that out real quick. Okay, Bjork's getting some lag. No worries, we'll take care of that. Give me just a minute here, guys. You okay? Is it better, Bjork? No worries, no worries. I appreciate you guys very much. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel here, the best way to do that is on Patreon too. So you support the Patreon, you get some great benefits, including early access to all my YouTube content. Okay, you're back. Good, good, good. Just give it one more second here. We'll get right back into the stream. All right. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's go. Sorry about that delay there, everybody. Let's do it. We're back. Oh, and I just fell in my hole. Seems good now. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate you, buddy. Rod's the man. Everybody give a shout out to Rod in chat. Great guy. Great guy. Did I grow up in Florida? No, I did not. I've grown up in Illinois all my life, but usually when I say Illinois, most people think of Chicago, but I'm actually from southern Illinois. I'm closer to St. Louis than I am Chicago, significantly closer. So there's probably a bit of a southern accent. My mom was also from Kentucky, but by the time I was born, she had like trained herself not to talk with a southern accent because she was a teacher. She taught 3rd grade. But Yeah, like I say, you might detect a bit of a southern accent from time to time. Not Kentucky. Let's see. I've been to Kentucky many times visiting my grandma, and it was a beautiful state. Lots of great wilderness. Of course, I only went to a small part of it, but beautiful, beautiful state. Let's see. All right. Grab a little bit more of that. We got a lot of berries over here. Illinois is like on the border of... no, Illinois is kind of in the middle of the country, pretty much. You can think about it. It is literally slap dab in the middle of the Mississippi. If you look at the Mississippi, it runs from north to south, from Canada down to Mexico, essentially. And Illinois is right slap in the middle of that, kind of north-south. Like I say, if you're familiar with St. Louis, Missouri, I'm pretty close. But yeah, grew up all my life here. Yeah, people in this part of Illinois, they root for the Cardinals more than they do for Chicago teams. I'll tell you that much. All right, we're back. Empty-handed. No, we got some stuff, some bony soil, some stupid granite stones, but this ore has been a real challenge, people. But you know what? That's just how it is. Wilderness survival. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And if they did, I would have probably ignored them. All right. Let's see. As an Indianan on the south side, I'm right there. Yeah. All right. Let's go in here. So what can we do to make a little bit of progress tonight? Oh, I've got my first bit of rot. We've been so desperate for food, I just have not let anything rot, pretty much. All right, let's put away some of this nonsense that I've got. Stones. Oh, come on. Beautiful. Keep those. Yeah. Maybe we'll sleep, and then early, first thing, we can get out there and try some hunting, like I was talking about. That could be a good idea. Okay, get rid of this. You know what? I'm going to put my ore collecting stuff in here. So that'll be for, yeah, when we go prospecting. Just to help clear out my inventory. I'll probably put my map in there too. Got that. All right. Let's see here. We could pan a little bit. I do have 3 things of bony soil. Let's just pan that up real quick, and then we'll just go to bed probably. Oh, probably leave room for the pan in my inventory. There we go. Boom. Anyone ever heard... Wait, anyone ever heard of anyone from Wisconsin? Actually, there's a great YouTube channel, which I really, really love. It's called Red Letter Media. They mainly got famous on their channel for movie reviews, but they do a lot of other fun videos and stuff. But those guys are from Milwaukee, Wisconsin specifically. So I don't know them personally, but I'm pretty sure that Wisconsin is not actually an illusion. Although it might be. I can't give you 100% on that, but I know of people from Wisconsin. The Badger State. Let's see. Wisconsin is gorgeous and the folks are friendly. No reason to leave. There you go, buddy. Yeah, they've got great accent up there too. I love that northern, like Wisconsin, like border of Canada accent. What do they call it? The Ukers or something like that? Actually, that might be like a derogatory term. I don't know. But yeah, their accents are pretty fun too. Have you guys ever watched the movie Fargo by the Coen brothers? You get a real nice dose of the thick accent in that movie. Great movie, by the way, too. I recommend Fargo for anybody who's never seen it. All right. You've been to Rod, you do a lot of traveling, don't you? Just realized that Indiana is farther south I've lived. Never realized. A lot of people I've heard from Pennsylvania sound. I can only describe it endearingly as deadpan autistic, but to be fair, a large number of them are also Pathfinder server. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I got to get my leg on, go prowl for something to eat. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, Dawn. Hope you can make it back tomorrow. Yeah, we probably won't be going too much longer on the stream here, but maybe we'll go, like I said, go hunting in the morning. Oh, actually, you know what? Check this out. So we just got a little bit of gold and silver from that little panning excursion, which is interesting. So check this out. We can make some black bronze right now. I do need to come up with more copper. What's going on? There it is. Okay. If I have... Where's my copper? Oh, there it is. So if we have... I think it's 16 pieces of copper, 2 gold, and 2 silver. Yeah, we can make some black bronze. That's right. Black bronze is one of the alloys of bronze. There's 3 that you can make in this game. Tin bronze, bismuth bronze, and black bronze. And believe it or not, black bronze, actually, as far as I understand it, is the best variant in the sense that it has like the highest attack rating and durability. Although I don't think it's much, if at all. I might be mistaken about that. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat or in the comments. But boom. Boom. 100 units of black bronze. You know what we're going to do with that is pour out another pickaxe. Yeah, I was just commenting how my current tin bronze pickaxe is at about 50%. Obviously, we're on the lookout for iron right now, so we're definitely going to want to have a bronze pickaxe of some variety. But, all right. Yeah, with what folding? Folding? All right, let's see. Out of food. Do we have anything? Just a bunch of berries. I think we can do something with these mushrooms, actually. All right, good. Oh, we got drifters trying to get in. Sorry, little drifters. You're not coming in. Not today. I can never fold without wrinkle. Oh, you're actually folding. Is that what you're doing, Rod? Let's see, put that away. Just eat until I'm full here. I worked at a Kohl's for a brief time as a seasonal employee, and like when we were done like stocking the shelves, they would have us just go out and like fold clothing like on the tables and stuff to make it look nice. You know, when customers come through and pick up a shirt, and they'll just drop it instead of folding it. And I hated it. I was so bad at folding because they expect you to stand there and fold. Like there's no you normally when I fold, like I have a surface to fold. But you're supposed to like fold real fast too. They want you to do it fast, you know. You're supposed to be able to straighten these things up and knock them out in just a couple of minutes. And I'm like, oh, I hate folding. I'd rather stock shelves. All right, to bed we go, people. Hey, Rajenbre, I know the movie Fargo was filmed near and in a small, my own parts. Oh, from your own family is from. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, it's a great area. One of the things that makes that movie so interesting is about how horrific the level of crimes that are committed in such a nice, like, hometown kind of an atmosphere, an area, you know? So in other words, Fargo is such a nice place, and it's like the contrast of the environment with the just how brutal, you know, the crimes that were committed in that movie are. Isn't it based on a true story too? Now that I'm thinking about it, isn't Fargo like partially true to a degree? I don't know. I'd have to look that up again. But yeah, it's pretty horrific what happens. but it's also like almost at times it's comedic, you know. I mean there is comedy in that movie for sure, despite the gruesome nature of the outcome. But it's interesting. That's a great movie. The Coen brothers are real geniuses of cinema. I really like the Coen brothers quite a lot. Yeah, I'm big fans of most if not all of their work. I fold what it can't wrinkle and hang everything else. Second bedroom is a closet after a daughter moved out. There you go. That's a good idea, Rod. All right, so we're going to do some hunting today. But we still got to be careful. I've only got 2 of these, but we'll still grab some of the stone. In fact, I'll just grab all of them. All right, let's go get some small game, people. We'll see how this goes out here. Did anything fall into my stupid pit? No. I need to dig that out better, don't I, Dawn? Oh, Dawn's gone. That's wrong. Forgot. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we still got some mushrooms over here. You know, I think I've seen most of the game I've seen was south, kind of by that river. I think that's where we saw all those raccoons and foxes and stuff yesterday, was when we were coming back from over here. Plus, one thing I've found with these rivers, they tend to kind of sometimes trap animals, especially in winter. Like they'll fall down in there and they won't be able to get out. They'll just hang around the sides because it is pretty steep. You know what? I bet you if we go up to the top of this hill, I bet you there's rams and goats and stuff up there. I'm a little nervous about it, though. Landslides and such, you know. But goats are kind of tough. Rams are dangerous, too. Do I have that armor on? I do have armor, but it's not the best. Here I said we're going to go after small game, and I immediately start talking about hunting large game. But, you know, my stomach, it's hungry. Just more efficient, you know? Hunting the big stuff. I'm not going to go deep into that forest because I'll probably get lost, but we'll just check it out up here. If we have to turn back, we will. Don't get rammed. Yeah, those rams are dangerous, man. Especially if you're on a slope. You know what I've had happen before is like a ram will hit me and I'll be on a slope, so it will knock me down, like down the slope. And so I'll not only take like damage from the ram itself, but fall damage because of the stupid... Well, this is weird. I did not break these, but we've just got stems here. For 2 pink apples. That's bizarro. I've never seen that before. That they just spawn in as stems? 100% that was not me. I did not chop those down. We have not planted any fruit trees. That's crazy. I've never seen that. Anybody ever seen that before? Dawn's here. Okay, let's see. We got some berry bushes. Not seeing much up here in terms of animals. Oh, snap. Okay, I did not know he was behind me. I saw this one, and I was like, I'm going to tower up and kill it, but then I just got attacked. Ah! I mean, listen, I'll eat some wolf meat, too. All right. Oh, there's a little baby. All right, we got to get our things. Let me heal up. Okay, Dawn. Thank you. Get some food. Yeah, you're probably right. Based on the direction the pup ran, that would probably be where its parents are. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's try and get these without getting killed here. They're real close. They're just right there. If we can hit that one wolf a couple more times with the copper spear. Not that one, though. It was the white one I hit. Nice. Oh, the baby's like, the baby was following its parent. It was like, I'm going to come in and help out mom. And then it was like, oh, mom just got murdered. Oh, wait, I better turn around. Okay, there goes my shovel. Sigh, little baby. I think I missed a copper. No, we got a copper spear. Okay, we got 2 of them. Let's see what we get from this. Yeah. Hopefully it's at least, 6 pieces. Not bad. Let's go. Oh, that makes me want to kill the other one too. Oh, I need a shovel. Yeah, let's try for it. I'm pushing it, but my health is not bad. Let's heal up a little bit more. That fat, though, those fats and those pelts, I desperately need more fat and more pelts here, people. Super thick bushes. Where's that white one? Shit, I need to make a shovel real quick here. Please tell me you'll adopt the bear. I'll adopt him right into my stew pot. I'm sorry, it's cruel, it's unusual, but this is survival, people. This is survival in the open world. No crying for the less fortunate here. You only cry if you starve. All right, let's grab this. Let's grab this. He's getting too close to the edge. If I get too close to the edge, there'll be a landslide and we'll all be dead. He's going to turn on me too. I don't know where he's at, but damn it. We might have to just say no go. I could maybe flush him out, but where'd you go? You should come at me. Huh. I don't know where the hell it went. It might have gone down the hill, actually. It might be down at ground level. At this point, I think it probably did. There isn't many other places for it to go. Maybe it fell. It might have fallen and died. Oh, I'm inventing a whole story in my head for this wolf. Let's go find out. Just got to be careful. We did the one time that I've died in this world with this character, at least this current run, was by falling off of the cliffs. Yeah, dying here would be a waste. And this is where I literally died the last time. Was stupid falling. But we got it this time. We're fine. We're fine. What is this? Oh, that's a fox. So it would have been like right around here-ish, right? I don't know what happened to that wolf. He became a mountain goat. He's living on the side of the cliff. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Well, we did get some bushmeat, so... Oh, what's that? That's a freaking raccoon freaking out over there. Sorry, little raccoon. Well, all right. I mean, kind of successful. Look on the bright side. I didn't kill the family, so the little one still has a home to go to. Not much of one, but it's there. All right. See if I can kill this fox now. Oh my God, what was that throw? Ugh, what? Go right through it? Ah! My life flashed before my eyes. Oh, come on, give me some fat. Oh, that's all right. I'll take it. Okay. Now, I do have this pig, but we're keeping the piglet. We're going to keep him safe and sound for now, people. Don't ask me to kill the piglet. But we do have a full inventory again. I mean, that was pretty successful. Getting that fat and those pelts, that's going to help. I mean, I'm still rocking one of these stupid baskets, too. You know, so I could definitely upgrade to one of those hunter's backpack things. Save some of our linen cloth for some other purposes. I don't have the space for that, but yeah, not too bad, folks. Not too bad. That'll give us a little bit of a protein bump, which is something we haven't had in quite a while. Well, let's see. Been going for about 3.5 hours, guys, so I think this is probably a good place to end the stream here. But like I said, we are going to be streaming in this world tomorrow, so same time. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell on YouTube. And as always, I appreciate hanging out with you guys. Thank you all so much. Yep, we'll be doing some more Cataclysm next week. And of course, like I said, that Project Zomboid, that's on the horizon too. Thank you, Rod. You have a great day too, buddy. And everybody else out there, thank you all once again. And I'll see you guys on the next one.